You're tuned in
to the one and only, the Strategize Network, TSN.
You're tuned in
to the one and only, the Strategize Network,
TSN.
This that Hollywood Red Show. You know it. This that Hollywood Red Show. What you doing? Tune in. Where you going? Tune in. Hey. This that Hollywood Red Show. This that Hollywood Red Show. Hey. Tune in. What you doing? Tune in. Fire. Hey, you want to hear something crazy? What? No, you ain't close to ready. Check this out.
This is the Hollywood Red Show.
You already know.
Say what's up to the fellas. Your hosts, Slim Cat, Deacon Weezo, and Mr. Hollywood.
You know what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the Hollywood Red Show.
You already know.
Say what's up to the fellas. Your hosts, Slim Cat, Deacon Weezo, and Mr. Hollywood.
You know what it is.
And this is the Hollywood Red Show
The Hollywood Red Show.
on TSN, the Strategize Network. And just to put a little bit of info to you on the Hollywood Red Show, we strive to give mercy, grace, and respect to all the topics of discussion. But beyond this, it's so let's get it. Shout out to my partners. Frank Nitt, where you at, brother? Where you at? Where you at? Slim.
Yo.
You talking to Paul Masson tonight?
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to you, bro. I know you said you had some company coming over. You what, your boy Paul Masson?
Are you talking to Slim Cat?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, nah, bro. You know, I ain't drink no Paul Masson since the Navy days, bro. We was rubbing together.
Really, what it was a reference to that I know you got something in that cup. So the Paul Masson was the best name fitting. I couldn't say Remy. I didn't even think of that first. Nonetheless, I think you're sipping over there.
Nah, I'm chilling right now. I just got a brewski. That's it.
I got you. Lightweight. I hear you. Slim Cat, where you at, brother?
The Hollywood Red Show. You already know. Say what's up to the fellas. Your hosts, Slim Cat, Deacon Weezo, and Mr. Hollywood.
Yo.
Right. Yeah. I'm here. My bad. Hold up.
Yeah, what I said stands true for you.
No, I don't drink. I drink.
You said you don't what?
Go ahead. What we know?
Oh, you about to incriminate yourself.
Oh my God! Free Big U, man. Shout out to him. Free Big Baby.
And we got one of our highly saluted guests. My dog forever done tapped in. What's going on, brother?
What it is, Red?
Salute you, my brother. What you got going on? What's good?
Watching all this March Madness.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know that March Madness going down.
Hey,
it
Right
ain't
now, you
nothing.
watching any of them
No,
games
it's
over
good
there?
to see these Florida Gators elevate. You know what I'm saying? And show you how one of the real Floridas, you know, colleges should operate in Florida. You know, and not like them nodes, you know, that can't carry the Florida, you know, the Florida name on the national television. So I want to shout out to the
Where
University
you
of
found this
Florida
guy at, man?
for opening
I
that
don't know, brother. I thought we had a transmission problem. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with bro over there. He living his best life. He feeling himself. He letting his
He
hair
on that
back.
Paul Masson. He on that Paul.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever,
He
man.
gotta be. He gotta be chilling with Paul.
Whatever, man.
My the nerve of this guy.
I'm chilling with Duce, baby.
That's decent. That's decent.
The nerve of this guy to jump on and this is his calling card, knowing he living in Seminole country over here. We throwing a bonfire for you and Frank Nitt. But y'all gonna be the logs in the fire. Throw them in the fire.
Ain't nothing like a Gator party, baby.
You know about that. Redneck.
Man,
Y'all not supposed to be talking about sports. Anybody who's a Seminole fan should not be talking about any kind of sports.
We just whooped y'all in baseball.
Y'all can talk
What
about
you
golf.
talking about?
Talk about golf and volleyball.
We
That's
just
what y'all
whooped y'all
talking
in
about.
baseball. What are you talking about?
Here we
14-1.
go. Baseball. Something that don't matter.
It do matter.
Something that don't matter.
What you mean it don't matter? Jackie
Don't
Robinsons are birthed out of baseball.
When they ever did a 30, when they ever did a 30 for 30 for a baseball thing.
They have Jackie Robinson.
No.
Carry.
For a college team, when have they ever done a 30
It
for
don't
30?
matter what he this what he
Exactly.
turned
Because
into.
baseball don't matter. Nobody cares about nobody hitting no ball with a stick.
I love baseball, homie.
That goes
Roberto
to say what you
Clemente,
are.
Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., the senior and junior, plenty of black wealth in there.
Daryl Strawberry.
When have you ever had an argument over a baseball game?
Every day.
We having one right now.
No, we ain't. No, we ain't.
Babe Ruth was black.
Like I say, we got a bonfire for you boys. For the Gators and the Sugar Canes, all in the same party. We're gonna throw both of y'all in the wood. Yes, sir. Get rid of both of y'all at the same time, cause y'all love to talk when y'all up. When y'all talk to us, y'all just come like whenever Florida State play, I put this on everything. The first person that's gonna talk about it is Frank Nick. He gonna hit me up talking trash. He already with the naysaying. I ain't even said nothing yet. Oh yeah, y'all boys trash. This and that. Then we win. Then all of a sudden it's because then them Sugar Canes play and then they lose.
Hey, we the king of Florida. We beat the Gators and the Seminoles.
Man,
Y'all
we
are
did
the
that.
prince.
We did that 7 years
It
straight.
should be none but silence.
Y'all are the prince of the South. The prince of the South. That's what y'all are.
Silence.
The prince of the South. That's what y'all are.
Hey, at least we played Miami and the Gators every year. Y'all won't do it.
Who?
Facts. Big facts.
Who won't do it?
Y'all don't do it. Y'all don't play Gainesville every year.
We play everybody every year.
They don't like us on their schedule.
Every year. I don't want to hear that. Y'all scared. Y'all ducking them boys.
They don't like us on their schedule.
Y'all Howard the ducking them boys.
That's what's
going on.
Dreams. We ruin championship dreams.
Y'all Howard the ducking them boys. That's what's happening.
And your boy Carson Beck done signed with us. Oh man. Say it ain't so.
He going through
Say it ain't so.
What's up, Twin? Shout out to 2 Chainz to Rock. What's going on, brother?
Hey, cool. What's up, fam?
Yo.
I mean, see, I like him because he's humble about his college selections. You know, see, with Auburn, when Auburn winning, he ain't doing the most, and when
They ain't never
when
winning.
they losing, he ain't finna hate on your team. Unlike some of these other
They ain't never
unlike
winning.
some of these other folks that I know. They'll
Auburn
call
never
you.
in
They'll
college
call you selling out. You ain't even the one, introducing the conversation. You find guys like Forever. They'll brag if they softball team winning.
man. Auburn ain't got
Man,
ain't been
KT was
to
Hey,
just talking
Cadillac
about
race.
baseball. Now you want to talk about man? Get
Now
out of
what
here,
about we
man.
good?
Softball's a girl sport.
Get out of here,
Florida State got
man.
a good softball team.
hey, one thing about it, Florida State ain't good for nothing but giving out Gatorade.
Facts.
Gatorade.
Bro, y'all are the creators of Gatorade.
Exactly. We give y'all.
We
That's
don't
all
drink
y'all do.
Gatorade over
Bro, we
here.
don't drink Gatorade. We drink Powerade over here.
You know that.
Oh,
You
man,
know that.
y'all got 50
Y'all eat them garlic crab legs though. Y'all
They
eat
know
them
we don't.
You
garlic.
think
Y'all
y'all
eat
gonna
them
let y'all
garlic
win?
crab legs though.
Well, I swear, y'all
Don't eat
haters,
no
boy.
crabs.
Hey, where was them electrolytes when we was on that edge?
Huh?
Where was them
Say it
electrolytes?
again.
We was on that edge. Nothing.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man.
I know it be like that.
Y'all breed murderers over there. Murderers and cheaters and quitters. That's what y'all do. You got Urban Meyer, he a quitter. You got the cheaters. I can't even name how many cheaters come out of there. And then you got the killers. We already know who that
Oh,
is.
here you go,
So
bring up our past.
y'all got y'all got bad integrity
Hey,
problems
you
over
sound
there.
like let that go.
Then you got Miami.
Hall of
But
Famers.
hey, hold up.
Hall
Wait,
of
You
Famers
got
over there.
Miami. They got
Hall of Famers over there.
you got
hey,
little boys that's bumping their nose and all
Hall of
kind of
Famers.
crazy
we
stuff
can't talk
down there,
about
boy.
Hall of Famers.
you know what
They
y'all
stay hitting that bump.
y'all
Hall
produce
of Famers.
y'all produce seafood still.
He didn't still on seafood. That's what they
It was
did.
giving it
No,
to him.
Nah,
They
ain't
just didn't
nobody
tell
give
it
him
to
nothing.
they
Somebody
just
passed
didn't
him
tell
up.
it to the register. That's what happened. He
yeah,
just
they
got
didn't
up
give
there
him
too
that.
fast.
That's just like a no.
Hey, that happened everywhere, man. You know
That's
that.
why
That happened at
all
Fort at
y'all
Gator too.
charges get dropped over there.
It just got up there too fast. Look at him. He was a commentator, a journalist. He got more views than the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness!
Hey,
Stop
you right
playing
about
with that
that.
man. Now he about to get him a contract.
He just got signed with the Giants for $8
There we
million.
go. But nonetheless, man, it's been a lot going
Rest
on
in
this
peace,
week.
George Foreman. Rest in peace, George Foreman.
No, say it ain't so.
At
Wow.
76.
Wow, the great.
Breaking news.
Wow.
Nah, I
Rest in
didn't
peace,
see
bro.
that. That must have just happened.
Yeah, it just happened 6 minutes ago. It just told me.
Mm.
Yeah. That's just so. Dang, boy, I'm getting old, boy. If you look up, start passing away, boy, that ain't good.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta ring the bell for Big George.
Yes, sir.
He's
Salute,
on. It's official.
salute.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, we gonna go first into the trending topics with KT. What you got for us, brother? What you got?
man, I was just lost in the days. You know. So about
Oh my
George, bro.
goodness.
This George Foreman
Yes.
man hit me hard. I gotta wipe my face, wipe my eyes, man.
Yeah,
I'm so
he showed up to class without the homework.
no,
Oh,
man. No, George Foreman just came over on live.
jeez. He
Hold on.
came with the George Foreman. He came with the George Foreman.
That's
That was
the best topic, man.
jeez.
George Foreman, man. That's the soul. No, man. Man, tonight, yeah, we're gonna talk about this MVP race. Um, I do
You
sports.
breaking up. You
Can y'all hear
breaking
me?
up.
Hello.
I hear you now. It's been bad signal coming in. All I heard was a lot of excuses coming in. Oh
Man,
no.
so we talking about it. Hold on, man. Come on, we get it out. Let me talk,
That's on
man.
the thing.
I'm trying to be professional, man. Hold on.
Only thing the microphone picking up over there.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Boy, I tell you, boy, help is hard to find, boy.
Because I want to
Golly,
talk about
boy,
something,
help is
man.
hard to find.
I want to talk about the Jason Lee topic. But no, we got a tight MVP race between GA and Jokic. And I got a can y'all hear me? I got a bad feeling they're gonna try to get it to the white boy from Denver. But truly it should be SGA, man. He averaging 30 points a game on the Thunder. On the small market franchise. And I picked I got the Thunder winning the championship this year. I think they beat Boston in 5 games. OKC. That's how I'm looking at it with that.
So basically, this is a rendition of last week because I know we was discussing who should deserve MVP for this year, and I know Frank Nitt and you had opposing opinions. I'm always throwing Big 23 in there. Hate if you want.
LeBron?
There's only one Big 23 in the league right now.
Man, he can't hold Jordan jockstrap. But it's
Big 23,
You might be
baby.
talking about Draymond Green.
Huh?
You might be talking about Draymond Green 23.
There we go. There we go.
What I'm talking about. He might be right.
No, I'm talking.
LeBron. And then
who you was addressing that to, for to me or Slim Cat?
You.
You said 23.
Yeah, I said the Big 23. Which one you talking about?
He said Bron ain't got it about Draymond.
There's only one. We don't even think of Draymond when over here when it comes to 23.
Draymond been playing the best defense of his career, so I can't.
And Draymond fading just like his beard is right now. And then
all they beards fading. That's the best. Hey, we just seeing oldness in.
Oh my God! And then
But yeah, I ain't gonna front to you though. He is playing some deep. I ain't gonna front.
Jimmy got there. He can focus on defense.
That's a fact.
I tell you, your boy Frank Nitt, them Heat went down the drain, boy. They made they gave up on the Heat. Oh my God! They went down the drain, boy.
That's a fact. But we gonna come back though.
We come back. Who the Heat? The Heat done.
Yeah. It's gonna take some rebuilding. Pat Riley just gotta go. He gotta go.
He gotta go. But not only that, man, we always gotta touch on, there's a lot of stuff going on with Bronny James. He finally had a good game last night.
Yeah.
He had
I think he put like 17 points.
17.
3 rebounds, 5
Yeah, he had like what 2 out of 10. I think he made what 3 out of 4 threes or 2 out of 3.
Yeah. He made
something like that.
Yeah, but he had 7 out of 10 field goals. So
but see, this ain't the first time he's had a standout game. I guess maybe because it's convoluted with the G League because they add them games into a lot of it, and so you don't really know which one it is. But does it matter?
It matters.
Yeah,
playing against competition matters.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to the Deacon Weezo just popping in. What's going on, brother?
What up? Yeah. So y'all got to think. Is that enough to keep Stephen A. Smith quiet for a little bit? To keep Bron Nitt's name out of his mouth? Or he need to do some more?
Need to do more.
No,
we need 2 more good games.
That's a part-time job he doing right now. That's a fact. You can't come in there at the end of the week looking for a 40-hour paycheck and you only showed up for work one day out the week.
Yeah, he wasn't playing against no starters either. So that's good. But Bronny gonna be okay, but he's not gonna be. I hate to say it. I want him to succeed, but he's not gonna be around 5 years in the NBA. I think the younger boys do better. That's my personal opinion. Bronny, he'll be okay. I think he'll be all right once his daddy goes to this league. That's a lot of pressure coming to daddy, man. So I wouldn't want to do it.
Does LeBron retire from LA?
I think so, but I think he's gonna try to get I think he want to be the first daddy to play with both his sons in the league. Bryce got about 2 more years and he'll be in the NBA. I think LeBron's the first dude to ever play with both his kids.
So do you not think that Bronny's going to continue to come with the package? Because I mean, let's be for real. His presence on the Lakers is solely because of his father.
Oh, 100%.
So
not by talent.
Hey, if he'll be overseas if it went for his dad, he'd be playing in Argentina
Facts.
somewhere or
Right.
Greece. That's just that I ain't hating on him. You know, he better than me for sure, but compared to his counterparts, he's not one of the best. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
Yeah, you
But
know,
you know,
not on the negative tip, but you know, he had 17 points, but he also had what about? Let me look at the stats again. He also had 4 turnovers. So you
yeah,
know,
but you know he
start
learned
getting
that from his
young.
daddy. He get that from his
That's
daddy.
why
Well,
I
I
say,
know he ain't better than me. 17 points and 4 turnovers.
yeah, you know, you know,
I don't know what round I should have win.
yeah. So, it's all about. Some people saying he did good, you know, and when you look at looking at the turnover margin, that's 4 turnovers right there. You know what I'm saying? That's 8 points, depending on how you want to shoot it. You know, so
That's facts. That's facts.
so
That's facts.
Mhm.
But yeah, man. So Bronny, man, he got his work cut out, man. But man, I think we're gonna keep it there with the sports, man. They, like I said, the George Foreman recipe, that's probably the biggest news this week. And that just recently happened recently, man. You know, the March Madness heating up. I'm rolling with I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Kentucky all the way to the championship. I'm gonna ride with my boys, Kentucky. That's what I pick. And right
You
now the
about to
game is
lose your money.
yeah, you about to
no,
lose.
I ain't gonna bet on them. I'm going with my heart, but I ain't betting on them. If I was a betting
You about to
man,
break your heart.
if I was a betting
What you
man,
mean? What you mean if you was a betting man?
I just was losing so
Yeah,
much, man. I was
he
tired
know
of
he a
losing.
bet.
Oh, you retired recently? Is that what happened? Because
No, I just lost
last that I
tonight.
knew, you was a betting
I
man.
just lost
What you
tonight.
call
I
the hard
contemplated.
rock
What a
hotline
heavy
number?
loss to do.
Yeah, I contemplated coming on the show tonight and lost so
The hard
bad, man.
rock hotline number?
Marquette let me down tonight. Them boys lost to New Mexico. Them boys lost to New Mexico in the first
Mm-hmm.
round. I thought about canceling my appearance tonight.
Mm-hmm. That'll make you go to bed.
I'm taking margaritas. I'm drinking strawberry whiskey tonight.
Exactly.
I'm so stressed out.
Ooh,
But
them
yeah,
bad
man.
losses. Them bad losses when you got to get drunk right at the fourth quarter.
Yeah, man. But you don't lose in no New Mexico in the tournament, man. This is
Right.
crazy.
I'm
You
the
know what I
losses
mean?
that
But
make you want to start an argument with your girl.
Nah, I ain't
yeah,
lying.
Let her
I had
say
to stop
something to
doing.
me.
I tell you what, whatever y'all boys do,
Let
you
her
ain't
say
lying.
one
You
thing.
better
You
not
ain't
say
lying.
nothing.
You ain't lying. Whatever y'all
It,
boys
what
do,
team they the blue and the red? Girl, don't say nothing.
you ain't lying. That's a domestic
Yeah,
real
because
quick.
so you talking to another gambler. Ciroc a big gambler.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They
Okay,
got
all right.
they got a hotel room for him ready when he comes because he stays so long.
Oh, he a
He
sport.
caught
Is
the
he a
hotel
sports
room.
guy or he a dice guy? Or he
Oh
all?
no, I'm a machine guy.
Oh,
Mm,
you a slot guy?
give them
Yes,
slots.
sir. We get
So
down there to the machine.
I like the slots a little bit. I just can't wait. I can't hit the mega. I can't hit the mega for nothing.
Shout out to Wind Creek Casino. You can get rich.
I'm a roulette guy. I like
Let's go,
roulette.
Winkert.
Oh yeah, I be in there. I
Yeah,
chill it. That's like a
dope.
second home to me.
that's a fact. Yeah,
The slot place.
he steady be coming back with receipts showing me what he done cashed out,
I
and
believe it. I believe it.
more times than I can remember, it's been always in the thousands of dollars. So I
Oh,
said,
for
but
slot.
he tried to entice me, bro. I got a system, and I believe him, but I believe the system worked for him
Yeah, it ain't
Yeah,
and
working for you,
not me.
Hollywood. You stick to
yeah,
the
yeah. I
regular.
be wanting to bring everybody, and then you got to remember that I be wanting to bring everybody into the system.
But you
But
can't
sometimes
though.
the system
The
don't
losers will
work for
turn on you.
everybody, and I understand that.
No, it ain't good. The system don't work for everybody. It's because how deep they gotta dig to get themselves out the hole.
Sometimes you gotta get deep. You gotta go deep.
He come in there ready to go deep. See, deep for me
Got
is
to.
$50, $100, and
Yeah.
Oh,
then I'm licking my wounds and I'm out.
See,
See,
oh.
bro, you need to be playing scratch out.
I've learned that they predict people like me to come in
He
there.
said you play
They gonna
scratch.
make their money off of me. That's why I don't go.
Bro, just need to play about $50 worth of scratch off.
Don't do them scratch off, boy.
No,
You pay $50, you better bring me a
what's
damn
gonna
trophy.
happen for me? I ain't playing nothing. That's what happened. I'm gonna leave it to y'all.
See, you know, sports
The
ain't
best
that. You
thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up playing some spades where I can see
oh,
my money right there. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Right, some good
Surprised you don't
talk.
do UFC, man. I'm surprised you don't put no money on the UFC fighters. You like that sport?
Yeah, he like UFC now.
Yeah, I do now, but I just ain't seen nothing that's been easily for me to just interface with.
Yeah, you
You
ain't
know,
lying.
I see it for football and stuff like that. But if something comes available where I can just easily click, it might get addictive. But they got too many trending dudes, new dudes now. So I mean, I was
UFC.
surprised.
They looking for the new star. They searching for the
I
new
was
star now.
surprised the last week, the last UFC
Bout.
bout they had.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy Pereira. I thought he was gonna come out there and show out, and he showed me a whole nother version. So I would have been a bet man. I would have bet on him,
Me too. I
and I
had to,
would
but
have lost.
I lost straight up.
Yeah, sometimes you think the boy gonna come out there wide open.
Yeah, that Arab came out there.
Hey,
That
Hollywood.
Arab came out there and showed out.
Hey, Hollywood.
What you say, bro?
Hey, did Bobby Green get hit or he just fell on purpose, man? Was that Green who act like he got kicked in the head and fell out the black dude? Is that Robert Green? He fought like
Yeah, I
last
think
week.
yeah.
Did Green get hit or he just fell out?
I remember. I'm slightly remembering. I'm more. My mind is more bringing back the memories of that Mark Kev, whatever he is, the Arab dude versus Pereira. Because I'm watching. And the feds come after me. It's okay. I'm watching bootleg. So bootleg is gonna go in and out, in and out. But Frank Nick, he the doctor of it. You got any problems? He can write you a prescription.
Okay.
Yes,
Hey, we got him, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go ahead.
yes,
Everybody pick him up tonight. Let's go.
That's Dr. Pepper over there, boy.
Yes,
When it come to get, and I need to go watch something, I ain't got no good plug. Frank Nick with the music hits.
I heard that.
Oh man, but that's gonna wrap it up for the sports section tonight. Trying to get into the other trending topics.
Big facts. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it. I mean, there's quite a few, man. I was showing some funny stuff in the beginning, and I think I'm gonna probably go back to it. No, just to get a little rise out of some people. You don't want to take everything so serious, but I thought this was funny.
This is the Red Show. You already know. Say what's up to the fellas. Your host, Slim
That's
Cat.
facts.
That sounds like that's a page out of KT's book.
No?
This is the
Yes,
Hollywood
sir.
Red Show. You already know. Say what's
Yes,
up
He
to
don't
the
know how he don't know how to treat no woman. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he ain't single.
No, that's slow down, man. You gotta change. I'm sport. I'm older than Dustin now, man. I gotta get in shape before I can cut up again. Hey, I'm lucky to be where I'm at. I gotta
Big facts. I'm just glad that you know. I'm glad you know. But yeah, man. That's what I see. A lot of guys probably adopting that mentality. They ain't trying to settle down, and that's cool. I ain't against that. But man, one day when you get old, brother, it's time to figure it out. Cause I know a few fellas that's really lonely. Lonely. You don't want to shack up with just anybody. You ain't trying to just wife up anybody. But nonetheless, I ain't trying to gas nobody up.
You're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategized Network, TSN.
It's commercial.
Yeah, and this goes to trending topic number 2.
What we saying?
And say this guy, I mean, but you in jail. You ain't really got a lot to look forward to. So if you got a fresh pair of J's in there, I'm pretty sure that
For what though?
I don't know, man. Hey,
Trying to look
you,
good
you,
for the
can-
man.
you can feel fresh.
Uh,
Showing out for the fellas.
no, I ain't doing that. I probably won't take a shower every day in jail either.
I mean, but I'm wondering if somebody steals them from them,
The women,
where it's gonna go.
I'm going to get my shoe. Nah.
How you gonna hide it? You know what I'm saying? And what would be the point? Like, how you gonna get them J's out of there? You done stole them from the man. You done shanked them for the God forgive me.
Right.
I don't wish that on nobody, but you know that's just the reality. Somebody might shank the man for his Jordans.
You're right.
And then where they gonna go with the shoes though? But that's just as dumb as the fellas that went and shot that shot up young Dolph. A lot of these other guys that they ain't even get MO3.
Right.
Rest in peace, Mo 3.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mo 3.
Rest in peace, Dolph.
Well, none of them no saints, but you know, all that senseless violence, like you say, it ain't really called for.
That's the truth. Ain't nobody saints in these situations.
I agree with you, but you know, on the street side, you understand it. You got ops, man. You know, ops don't care where you at in life, man. They feel like you done wrong, man. You a big fish, man. They got to exit out the game. It's terrible. It's terrible. But it's only happening in the hip hop community. You know, you never see no rock stars killing other rock stars over hate. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
At some point, these rappers, you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You gotta get out and stay out, man. A lot of these rappers want to be cool with the cats. They then start fused with cats in the streets who ain't got nothing. You never want to have problems with somebody who ain't got nothing. It don't mean nothing for them to take you out this world. They ain't got nothing to lose. And that's a dangerous person who ain't got nothing to lose.
Facts. Big facts. Did y'all know that Tommy Morrison has a son? Anybody know? I know y'all got no Tommy Morrison, man. You know, I mean, for me, you know, I'm a Rocky fan. One of my favorite movies. So he was in the later Rocky series when I think Rocky came out of he was retired and he trained him to be. They had this fake Don King that was like his manager, promoter, and then he got him to getting the world title, but then he turned on Rock. Made Rock come on. Rock had to come on out of retirement.
Yes, sir. Come and beat little young buck down, didn't he? Yeah, that's old Tommy Gunn right there.
Tommy Gunn, there we go. Tommy Gunn.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I watched him in several of the movies. But you saying
I think he died of AIDS or something like that.
Tommy Morrison died from AIDS?
I couldn't. He died, and if it wasn't from AIDS, God, please forgive me.
Nah, he had that pack.
But I think he did. I think
He had that pack for real.
He had the what?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Call it pregnant.
Good call it that pack.
He had that pack. But
he died of cardiac arrest.
Died of cardiac arrest.
Result
he had that pack though.
Failure due to septic shock.
He had that pack.
Caused by pneumonia. I gotta go back to school. Boy,
pneumonia.
Yeah, basically. So he had that.
Yeah, that's what you get when you have AIDS. You
can
get sick with pneumonia.
Yes, sir. You right. You got it.
Yeah, that pack.
Yeah, see, you don't never die of AIDS. You die of the results of having AIDS, which brings about those type of situations. I didn't want to say it for sure, but I gotta remember that.
Yep.
Don't say he had that pack.
Jeez. 44 years old too.
But yeah, his son is now in the bare knuckle fighting championship.
I was wondering what that is. Bare knuckle. Okay.
Yeah, they ain't got no gloves on.
Ooh, that mean that boy a monster now. Hold up.
Well, supposedly they got one dude that's out of Jacksonville, Florida, that runs his own camp. I gotta bring him up, but he the goat. He the goat right now.
Oh yeah, I'm about to get more in depth into that.
What you say his name is, KT?
About Lorenzo, right?
That don't ring a bell. It's a black dude.
Yeah, Lorenzo,
But-
black dude.
He built like a little pit bull, and Buddy be knocking people out. He done took one L, I think, out of all the time that I can remember. But Buddy then came back. He done had the belt for as long as I can remember. Anyway, YouTuber P2 is the name.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
Lorenzo Hunt. That's his name, Lorenzo Hunt.
Who, this guy right here?
No, the boxing dude, the street fighter.
Okay.
Bare knuckles. He's from St. Augustine, though. St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay, well,
Go ahead, my bad.
yeah. Shout out to Buddy though. He tough. You ever heard of this dude before, KT?
Never heard of. I don't know this guy. I heard about his passing, but I don't know what he did. I don't know what he was known for. So,
Shout out. Rest in peace.
Forever might know him.
Nah, I never heard of him.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace to these twin brothers. Don't know. Still, I think they're still trying to figure itself out what happened. But they was found in the mountains like when they were supposed to take a flight.
Yeah, I seen that. The twin brothers.
And both of them being dead in the same place. Something went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And they doubting that they would have offed each other. Said they was real tight. So
That foul play. Looking.
rest in peace to them fellas.
Suicide.
What you think about Young Thug Wardrobe?
This recent?
From what I see, is what they say since he been out.
Is that? Hold up. Is that dollar trash bag or that $5 trash bag?
That raincoat. Still a raincoat.
Oh my goodness.
What? See, it got the little. See, that's that glad light with the pink pull when you get the trash.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, you right.
With the pool.
They taped it together. They cut it and taped it together.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm talking about they put a raincoat on him. Put him in a little pullover. That's crazy.
Why does it not look gender neutral? That's the thing that I could get. It's just it don't look manly.
Woo, you right. He's standing like a woman.
It just, I don't know, man.
But he like that though. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. He has wore things that has allowed people to understand that he has no concern about what people think about that.
Right. He view that as okay. Yeah, it's all good on Young Thug.
I think this is on everybody's radar. From the fellas that's on that No Jumper podcast. Big U and I think Brick Baby. I think both of them are like regulars on that show.
Yeah, but it seemed like a lot of these cats just really seemed like they wanted to get rich and go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
They really caught.
At some point, when was you gonna leave it alone? You know what I'm saying?
They can't.
Maybe that's where they wanted to go. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by these guys like making their presence as celebrities in
Yeah,
or
you know, I mean, a lot of these cats
right.
have prominent careers, like Brick Baby. You know what I'm saying? You got a pod, you on a nice little podcast that you know that took you from the streets. That you ain't really in. You don't really have to be in the streets because you making you generating revenue that I'm pretty sure you can take care of. You know, your family,
Man,
yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So for you to still be involved in
what?
activities that can cost you, you know what I'm saying, your life, your manhood, you know what I'm saying, change your whole family now. If you gotta think about it, when you go away, now your family ain't gonna really have that what they used to have. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, like
Facts.
the car getting paid on time now, the lights is getting paid on time. Everything
Nah,
gonna have to
man.
be focused back on you now. So now you forcing these people to try to figure out a way to generate wealth if you ain't even got that wealth that's like that. You know what I'm saying? If you were just getting to where you could be, you done knock yourself down to like where you know you might not never get back there. You know how time goes. You know it's always the next man up. So you can't really say you will come back and you'll be the
Facts.
same when there's
But
another podcast that's on the rise. You
I hear
know
what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
saying? So,
I hear what you're saying. But if you look at the case, a lot of what he getting the stuff he getting charged for happened before he got on that podcast. All this stuff for COVID 2020, 2021.
yeah.
So they just now bringing the stuff up on him. But you know, I think Brick Baby's a snitch.
Yeah, I mean
He'll be out. He'll be out to
that's
worry
the
about it.
federal government way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
It ain't
he
really no
ain't getting in
time
trouble for
frame
nothing
on when
new.
they coming for you. You know,
Yeah. So he ain't
right?
getting all the stuff was tried before he got to no jump and started getting in different bags. You know,
Yep.
sometimes you do stuff you do, it come back to hunt you, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
right.
but
No doubt.
what
No
one
doubt.
thing about being in the street is always people out there willing to work with the feds. That's why being street don't pay off no more, man. The people will rat you out, like with Yellow Beezy.
That's
The
right.
dude he hired was snitching on him. He gonna testify against them. They paid him to do it.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
right.
why it don't make no sense to be no street cat no more because you going to
Right.
jail.
Right.
Facts.
Right. How he gonna get hired for a murder and then turn on the boss man?
Yeah, he turned on him. He's Yellow Beezy's done.
But he's supposed to be the thug. He the one said he the shooter. He the rider. I got
That's
this.
what I'm saying.
Yep.
Hey, the same thing happened with Dirk. One of the people he hired.
That's
was
right.
a witness.
Yep.
That's all. Know these guys just don't hire guys who don't speak English to do the job.
Yeah, Dirk gonna tell on somebody because he trying to get up out of there.
He should. I would. I mean, I wouldn't.
All right, now hold up, Slim.
I wouldn't. But I won't put myself in that situation.
Who
Nah.
you
I
gonna
feel
tell
like
on? King
Huh?
Von?
Nah, I said I feel
King
like
Von
Oh,
dead.
you know it's way more.
Bro,
It's
you
way
already
more.
All of them
You
deserve
already
to be
told
right where they at.
I feel you on that, but I'm talking about
They
it's been more around him that that they ain't caught up
glad
with.
they snitching on each other and killing on each other.
That show
Get
right.
all of them up out of here. They the reason why we are looked upon as black men as
It's
savages.
fools. That's
No,
right.
that ain't true.
That's
That
right.
ain't true.
That's
That
very
ain't
true.
It is
Black
because
men
that's a lot of
they want-
ignorant black on black crime, bro.
That's never gonna stop. Black on black crime gonna happen until
Oh, it ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. But
So
I'm
y'all
saying
gotta
that's the
stop
view.
blaming these rappers for what y'all doing. Y'all doing that stuff because that's what y'all want to do.
Brick,
That's
you
how it
know
always
them
been.
dudes we just talking about, they ain't no rappers. They glorified gang members.
Yeah, but y'all know gang members do gang stuff. I don't know what.
Yeah, why we act like that has to be a thing, like that has to be a norm.
Our culture. That ain't
Yeah,
our culture.
exactly. Why we have to act like that's something we have to accept as a people?
You don't
They
have
done
to
turned
accept it,
around the
but
whole meaning of the Bloods and the Crips. The Bloods and the Crips was
hold on,
initially
Frank.
set up
Hold
for
on, Frank.
protection of the neighborhood.
But
Now all
what do
they
you
do is
think?
terrorize the
Hold on,
neighborhood.
Frank. What do you think gang members do? Did you expect them to do something differently?
Gang members, the Bloods and the Crips was initially
They would never
set
let
up
it
to
occur.
protect the
To protect the
neighborhood.
community. Right.
Now they
Yeah,
terrorize the community.
the thing changed, man. You know that.
I mean, unfortunately, I had this conversation a little bit earlier today, and we all know it to be true now. Is that the media is going to pick and choose what it wants to show.
Show, man,
I'm
right?
not going to say that that is a heightened amount, a higher level of events going on in our communities, but Mexicans have gangs
Show do. Latinos
White
got
people
game.
and they killing too. They ain't playing.
For sure.
They ain't lying.
So
They just real
so
everybody else.
we subscribe to what we want to. Unfortunately,
Hey,
if we
goddamn
just
it.
lazy and let the devices tell us what we want to, what we need to think instead of going to Google and searching what we want to be fed. You just let the TV be in front of you; it'll feed you with whatever that it got on its mind.
That's a
And
fact.
so,
But when we speaking though, see the reason it sound like that because we so compassionate about our people, we don't want to see each other destroying each other like that. That's what I understand what he's saying. You know,
that's a fact. I agree.
Right.
I
I
agree.
agree too.
Why is it when we having a conversation about the black community, we got to worry about what these other communities doing? Let them go ahead and kill themselves.
yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
thriving though. They thriving.
Time
We
out.
killing ourselves, and we still going to the bottom. The immigrant family median income has surpassed the Black American family median income.
Time out.
Like,
Hold
come
on.
on, cuz. We
Hold on,
can't.
but
We
y'all-
can't. Hold on.
hold
Let me
on.
get my thoughts off, and then I'm
My
gonna hand it
bad.
off to you. We can't continue to paint this narrative and say, oh yeah, the media doing this, the media doing that. When each and every one of us knows somebody who killed somebody that was the
I don't
same
know
color
nobody.
as them.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
But that still doesn't cover for. That's not everybody's. I know people that know that don't know nobody that was killed. I know some people that they know. Oh yeah, somebody that was around them. That was their story, but they ain't really dealt with that because they wasn't raised in those type of neighborhoods.
Mhm.
So not every black person was raised in the projects. I wasn't, but I still know some people that been killed, regardless of that fact. But nonetheless, all I'm saying is that Slim Cat made a comment a few weeks back. In his experience, most people who don't really have a positive experience about Black America, they think that, especially men, is thugs and hoodlums.
That's
And to
fact.
me, that's the narrative that the media shows. I even had a good friend of mine. He was over my house for a gathering we had, and he's a white guy. And I got a lot of respect for him. He got a lot of respect for me. Our kids play together. Got love for him. He told me that he never had a real understanding of the Black experience, of what we deal with when it comes to the phobias of being scared of this, being leery and cautious of that, being offended by this and that. And I was surprised that, because I think he may be a couple years older than me. That he didn't. I honestly believe what he said, because I don't see him seeing me in my color, and vice versa. We just treat each other with respect. So I don't really have a reason to doubt what he said, but it's crazy to me that he didn't really have no idea of what the Black experience is.
Excuse me.
So I think that, I know we've been all over the place with this topic, but with these guys like this, nonetheless, that you're not innocent. None of us are.
None
But
of us.
the truth is, when it comes to stuff like this, I mean, this really hits the nail on the head. These guys, you live by that, you're gonna die or go to jail by that. That's just what it is.
That's just what it is. But like I say, man, us as blacks, man, we still got identity crisis. And now you got blacks say we native from the land, and you got blacks claiming they African. So we still got so much to deal with in our own communities. So there's a lot of confusion out there. Now people want to be Native Americans, they don't want to represent African no more. Then some blacks still want to be African, and some still want to be Israelite. So us as a whole, we still got identity crisis on what people want to be. You know what I mean? They do.
Facts.
In our communities, man, when you ain't got much, man, when the community ain't got much, violence gonna be prevalent, man. That just comes with it. Like this happens, like it's bad in America, but this happened in Haiti, this happened in Pakistan. They doing the same stuff we doing. They taking each other out too, but It only hit us because we're black and it's in our culture. But in some of these other places, it's just as bad or maybe worse. Like Brazil is terrible, you know. But you know, we don't deal with Brazil and stuff, so it don't really matter. So you know, this just ain't a black white. It just ain't a black white thing. It just people come from impoverished places, violence, crime, and stuff. It's always gonna be a, you know. And then with the president trying to get us to segregate again, things gonna go real crazy. But that's another subject. My bad, Hollywood. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, we definitely gonna get into that. Deke, I've been seeing you for a minute, but I ain't heard you. What's good, my brother?
We go.
Deke, where you at, brother?
Put them dollars in on you.
I don't know what's going on with Deke.
All right, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you now, brother.
Oh, my bad. I had my Bluetooth. My bad, y'all. No, the reason I was gonna say the segregation thing should be a good thing for us, for black folks, because we're gonna have to love each other. We ain't got no choice but to love each other now.
We got no choice but to love each other.
Yeah, ain't no choice now. So nobody can blame white people. We can't blame nothing. It's just us.
Yeah.
Either we gonna kill each other or we gonna survive.
That's
And
right.
another thing, the reason they're showing the world how bad we are because ain't nobody fighting and sticking up for us. And what I mean by that, like I tell people, we don't need no leader because the Negroes and the women of today will let that leader, they'll leave him out there by himself. They don't support him. They ain't gonna support him. They're gonna leave him out there, let him get blackballed, let him lose everything. He looks stupid, and you know, because think about it. All of these problems that we have, we know about the racism. We know that everybody don't like us, but we still continue to operate in our daily way. Why can't we love each other? Why can't the women come out there on Sunday and cook for the whole community? Why can't we try something different? You know, like it's easy because it's like we being insane. We keep doing the same thing, expecting the same different results, and it ain't gonna happen. People are passing us, and we know that the Jewish folks are putting these images all across the world. And you're right, they do. Yeah, they hate the women and the men. They say the black women are worse than men now. Because of how hyena, and then when you say something, you can't even hold a woman accountable because you got a simp male gonna get mad. Hey, don't say that about my sisters, so we in some bad shape. But the black children, the ones I love and worry about, because they the ones who losing out of all this. They ain't got nothing. And then the ones that do have money and everything, they ain't gonna fight for us. They just say to hell with this, man. I'm not finna let you niggas, Negroes get me up here and then y'all turn y'all backs on me like you did Kanye West when he stood up.
He ain't standing up for nothing.
When he went to speaking about them Jews and talking about how racist they was, imagine if everybody would have got behind him. I have never saw anybody do what that man do when he spoke up about that. We could have changed the whole.
Trying to get out his contracts. He ain't doing it for nobody but himself. Kanye West don't care about a black man, white man. He care about Kanye.
That's our issue. What else we gonna do? Ain't nobody else saying nothing. That's the problem.
The Jewish people only hurting him because he trying to get these record deals. He trying to be a Nazi. He got these record deals, and they're not gonna let him have his deals. That's why he's doing all this. He ain't doing this to prove nothing. He trying to get canceled so he got his deals. They're not gonna let him out.
Now, did you hear him say he was doing this for a record deal, or is that an assumption?
No, this is what he's doing. Why he's doing it? He don't care about nothing.
How can we say that though? Because
he hates Jews. He's a liar.
The only reason I say that because nobody else ain't saying nothing, and that's all And then it's like when a person say something, he don't, we'll say that like he don't care about us.
Deke, speaking on talking about what people saying something, Kanye had something to say about Jay-Z kids. What you thought about that? He called the man kids retarded. That messed up
it's
when you talk
sad,
about
man.
people kids now. I don't know. You backing you
We
supporting
gonna
that?
back it. We gonna support it.
You
Say
support what he's saying about that man kids?
somebody
He
kid.
said that what you get for that artificial insemination.
Yeah, he said Jay-Z
Yeah,
kids.
Deke, I say is Kanye in the hot seat for talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. He says that, wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice.
I hope
I don't
Jay-Z smacked
understand
that.
people, man. Like,
That's why
Woo!
Kanye
man,
West
like
You
said it.
talking about
who
throwing?
would
Listen
say
to what he
something
said.
like that? You know,
Kanye
that's
said it.
crazy.
That's
Like,
what
why would they
Kanye
talk
said.
about that man and his
Yay,
wife children?
That's what Kanye
Ye
said.
got a chip on his shoulder.
He ain't got no chip.
That's
He a fool. He
that's
older. He
crazy,
washed,
bro.
and the music
I just
industry
try my
moving on
best,
without him.
y'all. Let's
So
just
Deke,
get it.
Deke
I
is,
don't know what to.
yeah, brother. What do you? Is
Yeah,
Kanye not in the hot seat for saying something like that?
I didn't hear him say it, but
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
I looked at it. Damn. I'm mad at Whack
Yeah, it's
100. That's
legit.
who need to be in that
It's
hot
legit.
seat. Cause
It's
Whack
legit.
100
We
is messing up
we
a
talking
lot of
about
young folks,
Kanye.
man, with the way that he is,
We talking
with
about
his old
Kanye. You
rusty
know,
self. I am
we talking
very
about
angry
Kanye.
at that
Kanye
at
about the
him.
kids retarded.
Yes, sir.
We ain't talking
Deke,
about we
Deke,
Whack
though, when
100 better than
he
you,
done,
bro.
he done changed the subject,
What?
though. Me, he done with the,
We owe Yeezy.
he
How
done
you
with
supposed
the
to
big
man
U.
call your kids retarded on
Yeah,
a
see
public
that.
platform? How
The
you
man
do it?
called it.
See
It's
with
legit, brother.
Kanye,
The
like
Kanye
Breakfast
old.
Club, the Breakfast
I don't
Club had
follow
put
him
it
like
out
that.
there. So I'm not sure, usually a big platform like that, they vet out their stories. So if the Breakfast Club is retweeting what he say,
So he said it.
it must
He
be
doubled
very
down
legit.
on it. And he doubled down on it. He
You
said,
know, he
on the,
doubled down on
yeah,
it,
that's
huh?
what he said. Because I've been fighting. He said, on the deleted off Twitter so I don't get my page canceled. You get it? Down.
Yeah, I
Down
don't talk
Central.
about
He
nobody
said, get
kids.
it? Down.
You know,
Down Central. And he
yeah,
don't care.
I,
He said he not going to apologize to Jay-Z until
just,
Jay-Z help him get his
we
kids
just
back.
gotta find a way to survive. Doomsday coming. Look at all these things they building underground. All these doomsday,
Come
we gotta find
on.
some kind of way. If we can't do it together, we gotta do it with somebody else. Then the hell
Yeah,
with it.
stop looking. Hey, stop looking for
Because the
entertainers
nigga
as
just,
the answer. They not the answer.
uh,
You
we
know what I
have
mean?
nothing. We in bad shape, man. I swear to God, we in bad shape. I go to these city hall meetings, and we the last to get anything. We ain't got no good families like we used to have. Everything. They ain't giving us no money for our communities. It's bad, man. We in some
Well,
bad shape.
I know you wanted to talk about. I know
The
you
men,
was anxious to get to Whack 100 and Big U. So here we go with them. What's your perspective of these fellas getting locked up? Is Whack 100 is his reputation now tainted as being a
he,
snitch or
uh,
what?
he White 100 is the worst thing. That's how females like. I have never seen a man act like that. Well, he'll manipulate you so bad. That's why I don't understand. And like I look at, the guys that he be around. Anything that man, any of his friends or his everybody either in jail or dead or then got beat up, but he never have kept a peaceful surrounding around him. That let people know, but people still go and mess with that. My issue with him is you 40 something years old, and why? We already raggedy. We like what like you come on, man. You say you're a pyro and then you
Yes.
mislead and you just keep putting you loud. And I know he's working. We know that he the feds. We know that he a
Mm-hmm.
cop. Look at how he threatened Aaron the plumber and told that man he'll kill and get his mama killed. And
He
he ain't
should.
in
He
jail
should
with
tell
Big
him that.
U.
He should tell Aaron the plumber that.
That man told that man, I get your
He
mama
did the
killed for
right thing.
1,500.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Aaron the
if
plumber
one of
ain't gonna
us
come
said
back.
that on this, yes, if
I'm
one of
sorry,
us
Weezo.
said
My
that
bad, Weezo.
tonight
Joseph,
on
my
this
bad.
podcast, they'll be knocking at that door. I swear to God, bro. Cause when I started like doing community stuff, they do come and
Mm-hmm.
see you, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
recorded the gang at the city of Palmetto. They used to have a cleanup crew from Port Manatee. Bro, I put the video on my page. The video went viral. They came. The chief of police came to the house on my lunch break. He said, "Bro, you gotta take that down." He say somebody called and say, "Man, you done recorded the gang, telling them not to go to jail." I had all the boys just telling them not to go to jail or just the work that they'll be doing. Nothing bad. And the man, the chief, I swear to God, y'all, and that was when Facebook just started, I thought. And I just said, damn, it messed me up, bro. Yeah, and they had to call me in the office, wanted to suspend me and everything. And it
Man,
was
they
a
get man.
peaceful message. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it was the boys was just telling the young people to stay off the streets. A powerful video. And yep, and
Mm-hmm.
I
You
got
want to
suspended.
shut
Yeah,
it
it's
down?
crazy. Anything
Mm.
that you use to help better your people, that's why I look at, like I say, man, I wish people could really see how bad a shape and salute to the ones who got it made. Like, hey, I'm one of them lonely niggas. I mean, me and y'all were talking about earlier. I would love to have that good woman at the house. But man, the mindset is so bad, y'all, and that's for all races. All
Yeah,
races. I have
that's
never
fact.
seen what we going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, man. But getting back on whack 100 and everything, that toxic behavior is pulling our people, man. You got these children smoking cigarettes now. It's like the evil just taking over.
Mm-hmm.
What Grandma told us, what Mr. Livingston told us at the church when we were little babies, is happening now. The Bible is being fulfilled. Revelations is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my granddaddy, Elder
Yes, sir. I
Livingston.
will never forget that. When we went to that, when we went to his church as little babies, that man said, "Bro, y'all better learn how to cook and clean because you're not gonna have women that's gonna do it for you." I thought he was just talking.
Mm.
We living in those times, and it's only us black males. Y'all notice? What do we have to lift us up? What do we have that makes us happy as black men? Everybody else has something, but what do we have?
That's not necessarily true.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say I got five.
we have
I know
no
some Mexican dudes
institutions.
going through the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all,
Listen,
because
every culture got this issue, man.
I work at the Walmart doing the security. I watch how the Hispanic. It's so many Hispanics now, and even with the immigration thing going on, man, I don't think they can get them out of the country because the feds coming and cleaning up, and ICE coming and clean. But look at
Too
how the
many.
Fed, we just killing each other so bad, and they are just showing that. We got people in place that can use their money and resources to show better. But it seemed like the Floyd Mayweathers and all them, like you have to go and look for that type of stuff. But I hate it, man. I swear to God, bro, I hate this. I hate it, y'all. I don't like it,
But
man, because
but
I be worried about our children. I love our
like I
children,
say,
and I know
but
that it's bad, man. How these young kids get guns like this? I couldn't get my first gun till I got in the 12th grade, and we went through something crazy to go get it. How they getting it? How they getting these young kids got some guns, man?
At 14,
How?
15 years old.
Black kids, they can't get no dictionary, but they got guns,
You
and the
right.
only way they
Oh
use them
my
is
God!
on each other.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, and they
Learning.
mamas know.
Facts.
Sorry about that.
Dude,
Bro,
but
what
we
you
gotta
feel about
do it for us.
Miami? With all the killings, Miami is definitely on the radar. And there's had plenty of killings. Um,
Oh, oh,
but the
wow.
Miami-Dade commissioner unveils a plan to rename many of the streets after iconic Miami artists and songs. So they got quite a few of these household names for us being from Florida. I want to know what you think about these folks. That's Betty Wright. That's not bad.
That's a good street right there. You be like, go downtown and stop on Betty Wright. Boy, they got a bakery down there so good.
So they gonna name Northwest 71st Street to be renamed after, I guess, one of her songs, "No Pain, No Gain Street,"
That's all right, right
in
there.
honor of Betty Wright.
Yeah.
That's the right choice, Betty Wright.
Yes, but
But
yes,
you,
sir.
but you know what's
And
crazy?
they got Trick Daddy Dollars.
Man, I know what's going on this street. I know what's going on this street.
That street finna be lit, finna be jumping.
Ooh, what's his little campaign called? What they call itself? It ain't slip and slide. It's called
The booty.
the eat booty game.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
but
They
hey,
finna get crazy down there.
hold on, Hollywood. I got one thing to
Yeah, that
say
man been nasty.
because I didn't get to reply to your boy Weezo.
Go ahead, brother.
This whole thing I want to say. This is a known fact. There are more deaths attributed to alcohol than there is murder in the USA. So for us to keep blaming this murder stuff on the community, like we live in Manchester County, it ain't that many murders going on in this area. You know what I mean? So it's really a smart. It's really we talk a lot because it's the famous people and the rappers getting killed, but it's really it's not as high as people think it is. These more people drunk driving killing people than people getting gunned down or stabbed and stuff like that. So we always got to put things in perspective. It looks bad because how the news highlight it. They don't highlight the whites when the whites kill whites. They only highlight when the blacks do it.
I
It seems
understand
like it's
that.
a lot more higher than what it really is, but it's really not.
It
But
really
murder
ain't.
still is bad altogether, but we gotta stop acting like that's all black people doing. It's not true.
No,
That's
yes.
facts. So Northwest 69th Terrace to be renamed Trick Love the Kids Street in honor of T.D.
Now I like that. That's gonna be a playful street. That's gonna be where all the kids go.
That's gonna be a stank street. It looks like boo boo all up and down that street.
Frank Nett say he finna buy back the block. Say he finna get a whole duplex over there.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, and Kodak did too. Kodak bought, yep. He did. He bought back a whole bunch of stuff as well. I thought Peter Ward was gonna do that when he, I remember he used to talk about it. Yeah, everybody was rooting for him to do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That Albertsons and all that, yep, but he didn't do it.
That's a smart move. I want to invest in New Mansion County.
Yeah, and those two twins y'all were talking about earlier, they were LGBT twins. That's another thing.
Yeah,
A lot of our young boys are their manhood is being taken away from them at a young age.
You referring to the twins that was found dead? You say they was both gay.
They was on the other side.
Yeah. You go watch their videos and mannerisms.
Wow.
And I guess they met a man on the internet, a white dude. See, they ain't telling the whole truth about them twins. And he met them. That was a sundown town. They both got killed then. They found them boys naked and all kind of things, man. They won't even say it.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad, y'all.
I know black boy who got rolled up in that mag. That was sad. My boy got rolled up in that mag in Georgia.
Frank Nett, what you think about your neighborhood getting turned into Trick Love the Kids?
I mean,
as long as it ain't a pedophile
really
thing, long as the kid loving it in a good way.
It's unfortunate that they're doing something like that instead of building more community centers in the neighborhood. Instead of cleaning up the broken bottles of glass, the drug needles, crack pipes, and all this and that, they want to put up some dang on signs just for some rap songs. I mean, what good is that going to do to the community?
Nothing.
Somebody needs to love the kids because they ain't getting no love nowhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Kids definitely need love, and that's why I say these kids need somewhere that they can go and they can spend their time. All that energy that they have, all they got is to look to YouTube videos and rappers and Facebook and Instagram. If they had a community center, the Boys and Girls Club, we used to love to go to that type stuff.
Facts.
Boys and Girls
I was raised up in the Boys and Girls Club. Shout out to Boys and Girls Club. Northwest 18th Avenue to be
Drake alone.
renamed still the baddest.
That's trash, man.
Ridiculous.
That's gonna be that's trash right there now.
That
Cause
shit
I already
gotta
know
be a
what's gonna happen on that street. They're gonna be down there taking them crazy
like
pistols,
Figaro
head
Road.
naked, and all that
Yeah.
junk, trying to represent Katrina. That ain't hitting on 2 cents right there.
You gotta stop
I give a
glorifying
F on
entertainment.
that.
You gotta stop
And
glorifying
another
entertainment.
brother too. Not to cut y'all off. Another brother that's on the Deacon radar is Umar Johnson. You know, man, he a pervert, bro. All that good line. I donated to his school. You know, yeah, man. You know, all that good line, but you love oxtail shaped black women. You a nasty boy.
What he
And
did?
you know, now look,
What he
another
say?
lying black man who done scammed everybody out their money.
Yeah, that's
Like
normal.
these,
You know that.
and you greasy, and they say you stink. You got a body odor on you, Umar.
Mm.
But you love that. You
He from
love them
Africa, ain't
boys.
he? Even relative from Africa.
Yeah, man, that
He got a
Negro should
body
be
odor,
ashamed
Umar.
of himself. I throw bleach at that Negro when I see him. Your stank big boy yourself.
But how you don't
You
like
out here
Umar?
getting your
How
daughter
you don't
around
like
here,
Umar, but you like Tommy Sotomayor?
man. Umar go crazy for that thing down there. And the women he late
All greasy.
West 64th Street to
with,
be
God, they
renamed
call
I
dog.
Deserve It All.
That's my area. That's my hood right there.
But I had a good interview with Bar Greasy.
This can't be
That's
real.
my boy.
I like that
This gotta
street
be a
right there.
lie.
I hope it is, but
This
it's
can't be
looking
no real
legit,
stuff.
brother.
That's a scam. Ball Grease don't deserve nothing. What he done?
You just picking out random artists that
They say icons.
oh, he might be an icon then. How many
Khaled
views?
got a street. DJ Khaled better have a street.
DJ Khaled ain't saying man. He not even
He
from
put
Miami.
on for Miami. He put on for Miami.
DJ Khaled,
Put on.
DJ Khaled, fat Palestinian steak
Yeah,
himself ain't from
yeah,
Miami.
yeah,
But he
even
put
yeah,
on
even
for
more.
the city. He put on for the city.
But he ain't from Miami though.
Rick Ross ain't either. And Trick Daddy from Sarasota.
Oh yeah. Well, guess what? Y'all Floridians better learn to stick together.
What y'all got there? What y'all got there? Alabama. Richmond got a road yet?
No, we not. Well, I wouldn't even play Rich Boy no more.
What? Come on, man. He to go.
What? The GOAT?
Trey Mob.
It's a real man. I played
I
them
love
Dirty
Alabama.
Boys or something
Dirty
like that.
boys. I was
love
just about
Dirty
to say
Boys.
that.
Deuce
Somebody better
Conrad,
hit
you
the
know what I'm
I
saying?
love
flow.
Conrad. Yeah, I
Shoot.
like Alabama.
There
Give
they
me
is, boy.
Yes, sir. I ride some of that right there. Now you talking about ride some old music down here. I even go back and get Mr. Biggs.
Oh, rest
Take
in
it to
peace.
trial.
Yeah, right.
Rest in peace, Mr. Big. Legend.
Uncle Luke,
Mm.
Northwest 70th. It's right down the street from Frank's Elementary School.
He had
That's
music on
actually right down the
Facebook or
street from
something.
my high school, 71st Street.
I got a question, fellas. What if y'all son said they wanted to be a rapper? With everything, would you support that?
Yep.
Yeah, as long as he getting
As
his
a hobby,
All
There's
this
a
stuff
hobby,
going
yeah.
on.
As a
as a
hobby.
hobby, as an activity, as an artistic, creative activity.
Yeah.
Not something that he's saying that or she's saying that this is the direction that I want as a career.
There you go.
Why not?
Long,
Though? Rap
long as he's
not
staying
bad.
true to himself.
I would empower them with all of the tools to be as creative as they want. But
He got
but I
talent.
would
Let him let him flourish.
I wouldn't have that be like a plate with food. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be the main dish, then it's gonna be the side dish. That's gonna be the side dish.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn right.
Oh, that's blasphemy.
That's the side dish.
You gotta let him rap. He got talent. Let him rap. He can make money, man.
I didn't say not letting them rap though. I mean, I'm gonna teach them all the things that can and guide them the best way I can to the resources that's gonna make them be excel. But that don't mean that I'm trying to encourage them that that's the route to go. That don't man, you need to pour everything out your cup into that.
Yeah, you're right. If you got the talent, you gotta invest in it.
See, a lot of our boys got minds like their moms. That's why they don't think. They don't. They have no emotion. They have too many emotions, but no patience, and they will kill.
I don't even think that's the case, man. The new
Yep.
generation
These
just
are
don't
the
care no
serial
more, man.
killers.
They
Yep.
just don't care no more, man. The
Yep.
new generation don't care.
Yep. Hey,
The
oh
kids gonna do what they
man.
gonna do, man. They got some of these kids
Yeah.
got mom and dad and still acting up. This is how the world. That's the way of the world now, man. And we
Yeah. Well,
older.
mm,
That's the
a,
way of the
a
world.
loving family. I will say because I know we all grew. I grew up. We grew up poor, but it would just seem like nowadays, a loving family hard to find out here. Like that, and a lot of the children that don't have that family or didn't have that dad, they so jealous and envious of another black child. That's why your black son can't wear his new Jordans without another Negro hitting him upside the head. You got racists already long like you, and then you got to worry about your black brother. Like that's just too much. That's why we dying early.
That's what y'all messing up
Man,
at. Everybody black ain't
Northwest
together. That's the first and
63rd
foremost.
Street to be renamed City Girl Street. Now, if
Man,
that is
this
the most
goddamn
not
a
that,
lie.
that's what made me think it
That's
might be
not a
fake.
real thing.
Because it can't. You really gonna name a street City Girl Street? Then as much as that name brings such a negative connotation. But it got to be legit because Forever he renting an apartment off that street right now.
Had
Oh,
gone.
then. Okay, you might be right, man. He renting that.
Yeah, he
Shout out
renting
to
it out.
Forever, man.
He
Go
renting it
ahead,
out
Forever.
to the student housing or something. He said he had over there.
Shout out Forever.
That's cool. Anything with money, count me in.
Fact. I don't believe that story. It's good content, but I just think them
That's
Cubans gonna
how.
let them. You think them Cubans gonna let them do that down there? You crazy?
Somebody got some power. The cartel run Miami anyway.
Cubans and the cartel.
Yeah, so if they let some black male in now, like we see, and
Ain't gonna let that
she
happen.
getting to
Black
swing
ain't
her
gonna do it.
power. I guess it could get a little ghetto down now.
And black people become. Hey, black people getting outnumbered down there in Miami.
Oh, ain't no doubt that's why Trump sent the ISIS down now. He's trying to
You heard
clean
about
up
what
a
they
little
did
bit.
to the Venezuelan soccer player? They sent him to prison because he had a tattoo. Come to find out he was a professional soccer player. Said hurry
Yeah,
get him out of prison. They cut his hair off and everything.
yeah.
They
They
think that
thought
boy dirty.
thought the tattoo was a gang tattoo. Then
Yeah, that's some
yeah,
cold. That's cold blood. I'm gonna be a
yeah, that was
player,
cold
dog.
though.
He cut his hair off and everything. That's crazy.
Terrible how they going too hard out there.
If you look like it, you gotta go.
You
They
gotta
figure the
go,
rest
buddy.
out later. They said we
Yep,
gonna figure out the rest later, so you gotta get out
yep.
of here. It's messed up, but I get it. But it's terrible. It's kind of crazy.
hey,
You
y'all
like
know Mars Venus still open?
who?
Hey, all these strip clubs, man.
Somebody in Tampa? It's still open. Go ahead and go up there.
Wow, I ain't know these things were still open.
They
Damn.
got the white women up there.
Wow.
Hollywood.
A long time
See,
since I've been in a strip club.
Man, brother,
That's
I
where the
hadn't
money
been to
go.
a strip club, man, and so like Mars Venus, and I thought they closed all of them down because people
Nah,
was
they'll never
complaining, saying
stop.
that nobody was going to them.
Hollywood Red Show.
Damn,
shout out to Digger
the club
Weezo,
packed.
bro. I see.
Yes,
No,
sir.
no big Frank
Uh,
got something on the
I used
table
to
of
go to
carton.
night moves down this way.
With
Now,
Deacon
brother,
Rizzo
night
on the
moves.
Hollywood Red
But
Show.
boy, look at here. That's all I can say. It's a big warehouse, and
Mm,
they make you put your phones up in the locker,
They
mm,
and
right,
then
man.
it's a free fall.
Yes,
mm,
sir.
You know
Yes,
what that is?
sir.
Yes, sir. And
mm.
man, all I can tell you,
When,
yep,
when you going
my
back?
clothes, the Obama won the presidency. And the white dude told me, he said, you can lay with my wife since Obama just won this presidency. I swear, man, it was me and Elvira. Yes, sir. And we went up there, brother. Oh, my God. We didn't get it back home till 8 o'clock that morning.
That's a
Oh,
beautiful
man.
night.
But yes, sir, brother. Yeah. It's right over here by Mars Venus. Gosh, but they closed it down.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Well, y'all normalness is, I would love to have a normal everything. What y'all have, fellas, I love it. I love it, bro, because
It's
it's
coming to
bad
you.
out
It's
here,
coming to
man.
you soon, man.
God, dog, I'll
It's
tell you,
coming.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's bad,
It's
and I
coming to
hate
you,
that the
bro.
men let the women lead them. These women, and that's me and Uma. I can't stand Uma about that. Like, bro, that's what you in trouble for. It ain't white supremacy attacking you. It's your queens attacking you. You keep like, man. Yeah, bro, like man, fellas, but man, y'all, do everybody just be happy. Do whatever you have to do in life. For our race, it's over with, man. I just, I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, it ain't over. It's never over.
You giving up too fast.
Yes, sir, man.
That's why we working together. We already showing that we can break the stereotypes right here.
Yeah, we can break that.
Now we gonna get into the music hits with Frank Nitt. Let's get to it.
Look at how Hollywood, even with us, like, look at how we had to question a lot of things. How can we be Christian and Democrats?
And now Frank Nitt with the music hits on the HWRS show.
Big Frank, what you got, brother?
And now
We
Frank Nitt.
cool,
Nobody
we
never
cool,
questioned
we
that.
coolin', we coolin', we coolin'. Hey, we gonna do a different today, fellas. Ain't nothing really dropped. That's too much significance for us to even go
What?
over it.
Wow.
Nah, ain't nothing really dropped.
You talked about Cardi last week?
Who?
Playboy Cardi. You talked about that last week?
Playboy Cardi.
That's the
Man,
best album out.
please. Man, please.
Hey, hold on, bro. That's good music. What are you talking about?
My man say Playboy Cardi. Jesus.
We talking about Deacon Weezo's namesake.
We down the toilet bowl with that one. Yeah,
Well,
we
that's a good album.
talking
You gotta
about
check it
Lil
out.
Wayne. So we're gonna do it a little differently, fellas. I need y'all participation. So it came to my thought process to be like, okay, let's honor the goats while they still alive. Let's get them their flowers while they still here. So this is what we're gonna do. We got our top 5 Lil Wayne album songs and our top 5 Lil Wayne mixtape songs. So we're gonna do a little process of elimination. All right.
Okay.
So the hottest 3 are gonna advance to next week, since there's only a certain time I set. So for the Lil Wayne top album songs, we got Hustler Music, Mr. Carter, Millie, Lollipop, and She Will. So I'm gonna say them again, because we're gonna go around to everybody and y'all tell us what 3 or those 5 are gonna stay for next week. Hustler Music, Mr. Carter, Millie, Lollipop, She Will. Go ahead, KT.
She will. Isn't that with Drake on that one?
She will, mind you, because I like that.
I ain't got nothing with Drake. I go with Lollipop. I'm gonna go
I
Lollipop.
think so.
Music, and I go with Mr. Carter.
She will.
Okay. Who next?
Deke, what you got, brother?
She will. I think she will.
Oh my God! You don't know who Lil Wayne is, Deke?
Or the 500.
Yeah, 500 degrees. You got it.
I mean that album.
That's Juvenile, man.
Yes, so with Go DJ.
I thought Wayne did a rendition of one of them songs or something like that.
All right, Dick. She will, Dick. Go ahead. Go ahead, Hollywood. Who you want to go next?
Forever. What you got, brother?
I'll go with a Millie.
Top 3. Name the top 3 of the 5 that you want to advance.
I'll go with a Millie. I'll go with Lollipop. I like She Will too. I go with She Will.
Ooh, no hustler music, huh?
Nah, matter of fact, hey, hold up. My bad, y'all. One more time. I go with Hustle Music. I'm going with Hustle Music, Millie, and I'm going with She Will.
Okay.
Lollipop
So I guess that leave it on.
was a little bit too ditty. You know what I'm saying? So
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like name it one more time, brother.
Hustler Music, Mr. Carter, Millie, Lollipop, and She Will.
Yeah, I think that would forever reigns true for me too. Is but Hustler Music definitely gonna be my number one in that one. Then a Millie, and then She Will. Yeah, those are my choices.
Well,
2 Chainz still on there, ain't it?
yeah. I guess I'll take. I'm gonna go with Hustler Music, Mr. Carter. I like Lollipop, I like Lollipop. That was one of my one of the like fun songs to hit when it hit in the club.
Mm-hmm.
So I take them 3 right there. I don't like that She Will for real.
Me neither. I don't like that either.
She Will. Okay.
I got the way I don't even like Wayne for real.
Oh man, I like old Wayne. I don't like new Wayne.
There you
like
go.
Old Wayne.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do the real quick with the mixtape song. Top 5. Number 1, DOA. Number 2, Sky's the Limit. Number 3, I Feel Like Dying. Number 4, I'm Me. Number 5, Surf Swag.
Oh, that's
I
so
go Swag. I go Swag, Surf.
Go with number 1.
That's just it. Swag, what's the other one?
DOA. Sky's the Limit.
One.
I Feel Like
Sky's the
Dying.
Limit.
Not Me.
I do Swag, Limit, Swag, Surf, and Sky's the Limit, Swag, Surf, and when the one on you didn't do the one with did you do the one with you did the one
Yeah,
with
see.
Jay-Z Maya beat? No.
See, man, I knew that 500 Degrees that Wayne did a 500 Degrees.
Yeah, he did 500.
He did a 500 Degrees album.
I mean, I don't know, it was an album or something like. Yeah, I think so.
500 Degrees when Juvenile came back.
Yeah, he did a song. He did a song or something like that.
500 Degrees album.
He had a whole album. He had Gangsters and Pimp.
Yeah, he did an album.
He had a whole album, 500 Degrees. And then Juvenile came back with 600 Degrees with him and Skip. 500 Degrees was good on the low though. That's only him and got a record on there with Peter Pablo. That was a good record, believe it or not. 500 Degrees like my top 4, top 5.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, he did do a 5. Okay.
I wish you would have did the album. That would have been easier for me, but.
Well, go ahead, Forever.
I'm gonna go with say it one more time for me.
DOA, Sky's the Limit. I Feel Like Dying. I'm Me. Surf Swag.
Sky's the Limit. Surf Swag. And DOA is Death to the Auto-Tune, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go with that. I can do that. I'll go Death Auto-Tune.
Go ahead, Hollywood.
I thought that wasn't that a Jay-Z track? What he did, a remix on the beat?
He did a remix. Yeah, he rapped on that beat. Yeah.
Got you. I'm not familiar. To be honest, I'm kind of out of the loop because I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
thought
really.
you was gonna play the snippets. That's what I thought.
Nah, I mean, trying to find them and play them, and like I say, the timing they gonna end up. They may end up snatching down the whole show. Because I just played the instrumental before, when Weezo used to do his hot seat, I used to play the Lil Wayne instrumental, and they started yanking it down. So I don't even play with them. That's why I only. That's a fact, bro. That's why the only good that's why I only know one good music around here.
You're tuned in to the one and only.
And that's Hollywood, baby.
Network. TSN.
I like the Double Dragons record. I like that record a lot.
But yeah, you play with fire when you playing with their stuff, man. They got algorithms that'll check it, then they'll flag it. I done had 3 episodes having to be taken down. Didn't even realize.
That's crazy.
So they don't play.
YouTube.
And monetizing is something real now.
But
it hurt the artist though. The hurt is getting put on.
Well, when he that big, he feel like he got enough marketing. He don't want nobody stealing no dollars.
Rumble. You got to go on Rumble too to get your platform. Cause YouTube be with the craziness. Rumble is blowing up. You can cuss. You can do everything on that. Yeah, so Tommy Sotomayor on it. You know, I like to hear Tommy talk.
Tommy is a joke. Tommy is a joke, man.
Hold up. Let's get the rest of this on recording so we can bring back the next song. Go ahead, 2 Chainz.
Oh, what did you say again, bro?
DOA. I feel like dying.
I'll take that.
Swag. Sky's the limit. And I'm me.
I mean, I gotta have that one.
Yeah.
I like that. I do that Surfing Swag. Yeah, DOA.
I like that band.
You finished yours, right, Hollywood?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I believe I've heard his DOA freestyle. I believe I've heard that one before.
No syllables.
But I'm more of an album. I heard all the album songs, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised you had no squad up on there, man.
I like that No Ceiling too, boy. That was good.
Yeah.
I like that one he did on the Jay-Z Maya beat. Laker jersey, Laker this, man, he killed that record. Wayne was good.
But that I'm me though.
I'm me.
I'm
surprised how you ain't got the Mike Jones record on.
That's Wayne right there. Yeah.
Real.
That's Sky's the limit.
Real. That was Wayne in his prime, bro.
Yes, sir.
Nah, he'll better with squad up. Squad up.
Yeah, when he fired, bro, like he was like, man, this his generation. Yeah,
he built Cash Money by himself.
Yeah, he did, man.
He built it when everybody left.
Everybody else that came along and got Birdman some money, they were just winging it off what Wayne done built. You know what I'm saying? And then Wayne sort of felt rejected and started, I believe, digging into them drugs, and that's when he sort of fell off and started going into all that other stuff.
Nah, but you got to give Juvenile's credit.
Yeah, without 400 degrees, no.
Oh, I ain't saying that. Yeah, I'm saying they all built it together, true enough. But once they left, there wasn't nobody left but Wayne, is what I'm saying. Yeah, most definitely. All of them built it together. I can't take them from that damn Juvenile better than all of them. You get, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
That Juvenile is the more. When I look at them, I watched them the other night on the stage. They did a live performance down in Florida. Down there, they had a camp or somewhere. It was a great performance.
Mm-hmm.
But they was talking about how Birdman had fell asleep on stage and all that. Okay, but I looked at the performance part of it. Everybody looked at, BG looked like he having fun. Welcome home, BG. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't. You looked like you was rusty on that stage. You know what I'm saying? But Juvenile, he looked at more like he back. He ready.
He back. He ready.
He shouldn't have never left the scene. You know what I'm saying? And his lyrics and the way he carried the crowd and how they love him. It's there, you know what I'm saying? I could tell who really run the city, But Lil Wayne them look so goofy now, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he just shot out.
Oh yeah, he shot out.
And so and Birdman up there sleep, talking about he reading the teleprompter, that fentanyl kicking in. Lil Wayne standing beside him, looking in the stars. I don't know where he was looking at.
And shout out to Frank Dick with the music hits. I guess we gonna tally who gonna make it the next week, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring back the ones that made it when I rewatch the recording because I ain't taking down no notes.
I am music, one of the best albums out in the last 2 years. Swear to God on my mama.
Say that again. I ain't hear you.
Check out that Playboy.
Oh my God!
swear to God on my mama. I swear to God.
Man, I listened to one song, man. Come on, K2, man.
Bro, you gotta get in with this new. It's a new era, man.
I don't like the new boys, bro.
Yeah, me either, man.
You gotta hear that. You gotta hear that mojo. That mojo.
Them boys be riding around with transvestites and all that junk, man.
No, Playboy Cardi ain't
Oh my God! What you talking about? The dude be wearing thongs.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Nobody.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
That man be wearing thongs, man.
Please tell me who is wearing thongs?
The dude named Carly B. He talking about.
Wow.
Kiki Barber was wearing thongs. I ain't saying nothing.
Wow.
Who was wearing thongs?
Kiki Barber was wearing thongs.
That's why I ain't listening to these.
I'll tell you the weirdest thing that I see now is these NBA and NFL players wearing this bra looking thing. It look like it's supposed to be I don't know what
halter top. We used to call it a halter top back in the day.
I don't know what that's supposed to do. It don't support nothing. It don't cover you. It's not a shirt. It's
right.
I don't understand that. If that ain't that's just as gay to me as wearing nail polish.
Yes,
it's just unnecessary. It does nothing. It does nothing to enrich your masculinity. So I don't understand why it would be. What purpose does it serve?
I guess the sweat run down up under it better.
Y'all boys had a whole conversation about Lil Wayne.
That's crazy.
For them boys to wear that stuff.
They what?
Wayne. They get all that stuff from Wayne. Wayne got the nail polish. The thong.
That what I'm trying. See, Wayne never wear no
thong.
Yeah, see, he was gangster at first. Now they come later with that pop stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
We started doing that old pop music.
We started doing all that heavy metal music.
That heavy music.
When he started doing that skateboarding, that's when he started doing all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
While he was skating on that skateboard.
Nah, he never wore no thong. I don't even like him no more, but I ain't finna put him in no thong. But them boys that y'all listening to now, we can pull up something about them boys right now, and something gay will be related to their name.
Right.
Not Kendrick, not K-Dot.
Who?
Nope, Kendrick ain't new. We talking about the new dudes you talking about.
Oh, Playboy Cardi, but listen, I can separate
that's
from the person.
Hey, that's Tory Lane.
Yeah, that's that new Tory Lanez album.
Oh, they say he got a good album out. It's 22 on the Billboard.
That boy look like he doing nothing but burpees.
That boy up in there doing hella push-ups, ain't he?
Tory Lanez 4'7", so you know he gotta hold his own, brother. And I'm saying that for somebody who's under 6 foot. He's shorter than me.
Yeah, y'all about the same height.
No, that's a lie.
I forgot. What the girl name that he shot in the foot?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan.
She's standing by 6'6". They say she was in there pulverizing them in the back seat, and he was hollering for help. And she wouldn't stop, so he got his gun and shot her. So I know what you're saying. A 4-foot man got to defend himself.
Swear to God on my mama.
Goodness.
Swear to God on my mama.
That's Tory Lanez, Hollywood Red related. So, you know. Hollywood Lane.
Well, I tell you, boy, they got jokes tonight, boy. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the Breakfast Club, but Jessica, Jess Hilarious, she has been a co-host, I guess, so to speak. She said she got a contract with him, but every time I turn around, it always seems like she about to lose her job. But who she got pregnant by? I didn't know she got pregnant and had a baby.
Probably some comedian, maybe Weezo.
Nobody know.
I don't care too much about it, so I don't look at it.
Me either, man.
You know, and it's hard to really when you get a group of people you start out with something, you try to replace that feeling. It's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? I think Angela Yee was the best thing for as a female side when she was doing her thing on that show, and to get somebody that she's not really familiar. I think she more good with making people laugh. Jess was like more like a comedian, right? So it's like
Fact, yeah, I think that's what they hired her for.
Yeah, so I don't know, and Angela Yee wasn't really no comedian. She was good at what she did when she researched stuff, and when she was doing her her task, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to fill that void when somebody already used to something. You know what I'm saying? Then you trying to put a different face on it. Kind of. I really ain't watched the Breakfast Show since he left. You know, so I can't really. I don't even know how that show even really still going. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes,
I mean, I think her reputation. I think they really needed to change up the female role because, as you see, Angela Yee, her platform now, Lip Service, I think it's called. It's all
You
about
got two
ratchet
of them.
stuff, and I mean, really,
You got
really,
two of
most
them.
of. Okay, well, the one I'm familiar with is Lip Service, and it seemed like every time that certain artists come in there, they already got a track record on them. She got bodies out there in the street, and so I think that's what it allowed them to now rebrand it with somebody maybe a little bit different and not so loose. But I don't know if this is the case with her. 'Cause I don't know just hilarious background like that.
They,
But I know that
no,
as
just
soon as
let
she
that boy
got the
country
job, she
wayne.
ended up getting pregnant. But she ain't married. And I know that Chris Brown gave her a ring or something that she kept.
I don't know about that one. That's news.
Yeah. Look it up. I believe it was Chris Brown because she was
dating
bragging
Country
about it
Wayne.
that somebody gave her an engagement ring.
I think it was Country Wayne.
Might have been.
That's
Well, she
shit.
got. It says she got a boyfriend named Chris as well. So you see, you ain't
It
talking
could
about
be
a
him
boyfriend.
too.
Well,
Might
baby,
be a
a baby
boyfriend.
father.
But my boy over here, he been going in on Corey Holcomb. I guess they've been having a long standing beef for a while. But I mean, they had her crying on the Breakfast Club.
You can't mess with Corey Holcomb, man.
Yeah, I just gonna say.
That
So
I hate
boy
that
beast,
dude.
boy.
I hate him.
He's a
and
big.
boy, take your heart,
He cut
squeeze
deep,
it.
I mean, he didn't have no good words to say about her. Said she was talentless. The female that she got to kind of, I guess, fill in the gap while she was on maternity leave, and she ended up getting salty with her when she the one that picked the girl. And so, but Corey Holcomb went in saying that girl had way more talent than her, that she was talentless. But you could tell there's some personal stuff going on. 'Cause, I mean, he went in hard. I ain't never really heard her have nothing to say about him, but I know when he gets started, it's hard for you to not be aware of what he got to say, because bro go in.
Yeah, he don't stop.
Oh my God!
He need to be persecuted.
Nah, man.
He need to be what?
Persecuted. I don't like how he did my boy Eric Spears.
Some people, you know, they got that in them. You know what I'm saying? I feel
What's
like
funny, man? My boy Eric Spears, I know him.
Hey, buddy beat Eric Spears back in
They
Blue
don't like
that
that.
studio, boy.
They ain't got no love for Corey Holcomb because of that. Tell him.
He too real. Then he had his pistol on him.
Yeah, he put them paws on him, boy.
Yeah, man, I don't like that. Eric Spears is my boy in real life. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, you know him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's got the strip clubs with him in Tampa. He's good, dude. But he just, you know how New York boys is. They talk too slick, man. You
Talk
can't
too
really handle
much,
New York
yeah.
guys. They talk too much, and they make you want to fight them. That's just the way they talk. They talk to you like you're stupid. You know so much of this stuff you can handle, man. But Corey Holcomb, he a funny guy though. But why he not on mainstream?
That's how I got my first fella.
But he too real. The content that Corey Holcomb deliver,
It is not for everybody. It's going to offend a lot of people. That's why he ain't mainstream. He ain't cleaning it up enough.
No.
He's more of a shot than he is a comedian.
Facts.
Right.
Okay. He's funny though. When he roasts you,
You roasted.
That guy.
When he roast you, you roasted.
He's hilarious. He's probably, to me, he's definitely, if I want to pay to see somebody, he's at the top of my list.
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt.
Yeah, I saw him
Of
when he
all
was
the
on
comedians
Jack.
out right now, because I've been seeing, because now he's doing a lot of touring, I seen some of his comedy skits that he's done since he's been on tour. I was not super impressed by it, but I only seen a snippet. But as a whole, I mean, Buddy is the closest thing to like the new version of Dave Chappelle to me. Like when Dave Chappelle makes jokes, it ain't no telling where it's gonna go, but it's gonna be funny, it's gonna be witty, and it's gonna offend somebody. And that's the same recipe that it seemed like Corey Holcomb used.
I disagree on that one.
Yeah, Chappelle more better.
Chappelle more calculated with his writing, his jokes and everything. He got layers. Corey Holcomb is just gonna straight punch you in the face with a joke.
Punch you in the face vibe, yeah.
You don't have no layers to it. You ain't gonna have to think about it like with Chappelle. With Corey Holcomb, he going directly at you.
Well, I'm not gonna try to make it seem like that's his comparison. I'm saying that I don't see no comics really present because Dave Chappelle kind of took a step back. You see Corey Holcomb doing more stuff than Dave Chappelle does now. So I'm just saying that, in my opinion, I believe that when they throw a punch, it hits the same. I do agree with you that he has more layers into his skits when he's actually doing a stand-up. You don't get it all in the beginning. You got to kind of take a little bit, and then he's gonna throw a little bit of it at you later. If you wasn't listening, then you miss it. Like Corey Holcomb don't do it exactly like that. But I do think that they have some. It's very intellectual when they really come with their comedy skits. I guess that's the best way I could explain that. But Tyler Perry is getting some roast from Monique because with Angie Stone's funeral, he was one of the folks speaking and basically saying, well, money at why she ain't been paid and why she was taken advantage of, and Monique had something to say about how the way he was treating her and I guess many other actors that's been up under his imprint.
Right.
And she did not have no nice things to say. Matter of fact, I think even her husband had something to say.
Mm-mm. And she's very talented and underpaid as a actress. You know what I'm saying? And for her to be speaking out after all these years of great movies and feeling neglected for all her talent, it's mind-boggling to me because to see people like Will Smith receiving $20 million a movie, and she putting on such a great show as well as these people
No way. Ain't no way. Well, I know you trying to be biased. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
You don't like Monique?
Man,
I was about to say it too.
Show, man, besides the Parker.
Nah, she had that one role, bro, where she played the fat
Precious.
girl mama.
She played in Precious.
Yeah.
Precious.
That's
But she
She don't play in other little movies making her roles in there. She should be paid too.
I think that she's versatile because she also played Miss Parker in the sitcom. If you can play, some people can't do both. I'm serious. There's not a lot of people that can do sitcoms and do movies.
That's right.
She wasn't doing movies.
And she does it.
Where's the versatility though?
She was doing the Queens of Comedy too, though. Come on.
Oh, anybody can do that.
Where's the versatility?
She's the Queens of Comedy.
That is the versatility. If you can do stand up, you can do sitcom, and you can do movies. That's all three different platforms. That's not just stuck to one.
No, versatility is the type of character that you portray and bring into life in the film or the TV show.
That could be fine.
Parker, in the Parkers, she's a single black mother. That's something she knows how to do. Is there an active role for that? In the movie, Precious, she's a what? Single black mother who's hungry.
Tell him again.
Where's the versatility, brother?
I like her in Soul Plane. She played a little part in Soul Plane.
If you put it that way, then yeah, that you can use that as your point. My versatility is saying that she's not just doing one thing because there's many actors that can't do stand up. There's many actors that can play a movie and can't play a sitcom. That's
right.
what I'm saying. The
Bro,
versatility
she's
is.
not even a top 10 female comedian. What are we talking about?
Fact.
She ain't got to be a top 10. I'm saying she does a good job. Listen, what I'm telling you.
Doing a good
She's
job,
very.
though.
How many comedians you know that's doing comedian? Listen, how many comedians you know that's doing both things, bro? She got about 20 movies she been in on top of doing stand-up comedy.
Man, I get what you're saying, but I'm judging off the work.
It ain't no see what you're saying. It's I'm comedians.
So let's refocus. Let's refocus it back to who she's actually who her smoke is with, because Monique does have smoke with quite a few people. So now it's with Tyler Perry because she hadn't been getting paid. So what are we really saying, that she don't deserve the check? Is that what y'all are saying? She don't deserve a check?
Man, she just cry, complain all the time, bro.
Oh,
wow. You know her husband ruined her career. Let's keep it a fuck.
Well,
nobody knows it.
I think what she said is worth repeating. She said, I recently watched your heartfelt speech at Angie Stone's funeral, where you expressed frustration over her mistreatment by the music industry. It struck me and my husband, Sydney, as poignant,
exactly.
but also made us reflect on some unsettling discrepancies in your actions toward me. You expressed anger over Angie's mistreatment, yet you labeled me difficult to work with, despite never having ever worked with me. How can you condemn poor treatment of others when you've imposed the same on me? We have audio of you admitting you were wrong. Number 2, you asked where's the money she's owed? Well, where's my public apology you promised in 2016? The false narrative you perpetuated helped blackball me, costing me tens of millions. Where's the restitution for that?
She wouldn't get no tens of millions. She probably getting 50, 40,000.
Man, come on.
Who she think she is?
He with Tyler Perry. Look at him over there acting like Tyler.
She ain't like that to be complaining like that, bro. Let's keep it a fuck.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with the community? We don't want to keep it real with people. She complaining.
On top of that, you mentioned being tired of us not receiving the benefits we deserve. Yet you asked me to promote Precious for free, without a contract or compensation, which highlights your double standard.
Oh my God! You gonna promote for free if you're in the movie.
You're gonna promote for free. Now that'd be I promote for free because it's already tied into what we agreed on when we did the movie.
That's what it was. And she just like don't know.
Nah, she's saying that she asked to promote for free without a contract.
I know Ciroc trying to keep it biased, but she's a known liar, bro. I just know.
Man, hell, all of them known liars.
But she's disgruntled. She's mad with the whole black industry because her husband's the reason nobody want to do business with him. It's not her, it's her husband, Sydney. He's the problem.
No, cause I've been seeing a lot of
anything they want something to do, he want to change it around like he run the show. He's just married to the actress.
But hey, sometimes when we say we be seeing that one side, it's two sides to every story, and sometimes I be believing.
There's 3 sides to this story.
There you go.
Last but not least, she said, you said we should be careful in how we treat the children of God. As a man of faith, where is your responsibility to act with love and truth? You promised me an apology years ago, but it's yet to come. Unlike the music industry, which you rightly criticize, we have audio documentation of your actions. Shouldn't you be held accountable to?
Put it out.
In closing, I hope your words at Angie's funeral inspires you to correct the wrongs done to my family and me. You have the power to do so. As you've shared biblical teachings, please remember, what will it profit a man to gain the whole world, but lose his soul.
Stop reading it.
Wow.
We await your response with love and respect. After all that is with love and a little bit of sprinkling of respect. Monique and Sydney.
Yeah, respect that cayenne pepper.
That's a selfish black woman.
Why is Sydney in that? He had nothing to do with it.
That's a selfish black
Her
woman.
husband wrote that statement.
Cause she let them know. Sydney know. Don't make me put Sydney on you. You know you scared of Sydney.
And Sydney was a bad pimp. She should have got a better pimp than Sydney.
Well, I know who holding it down. Cause when she say Sydney, he getting in compliant.
Hey, Sydney want too much
Still ain't get no money.
and they not paying that.
Still ain't get no.
That's why they ain't getting no check. Cause she keeps sending Sydney around now.
Oh, you after you reading the whole thing, it is very one-sided. She sounds very ignorant in certain ways of both sides. It just seems like it's me. When somebody that just died and you making it about you, that's the first thing that's wrong.
That's wrong right there out the top. Now you put away.
She ain't said nothing about God bless the dead. That who this is all about. You done turned it into victimizing you. I can't respect it from that perspective.
Yeah.
After I heard she got 4 bullets in there, and every one of them is just laced with her. So that's where you're going wrong at for me.
Yeah, she wrong for that though.
To shut her mouth. Shut your mouth.
You might get paid.
Shut your mouth and get this money.
You might have got 20 when you wanted 30. Shut your mouth. It might go to 40. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you put your foot in your mouth.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
I thought this was funny. I know this just breaking the things up a little bit, but supposedly crocodiles in Indonesia are fake drowning to lure humans into the water.
Hold up.
Well, what I want to know is what idiot is seeing a crocodile's arm, alligator's arm, and thinking that it needs some help.
He said, "Look at that crocodile drowning. I'm gonna save it."
It breathes in the water. What am I going there to help? What am I possibly fit to do?
That is crazy.
We're gonna be a mile to mile from saving.
Maybe over there because they not used to seeing them, that they think is in distress. Because in Florida, we know what time it is. I don't even see their arm. I see their nose. You see the nose pop out, and that's when you know they around. I don't really see their legs popping out.
These right here, these some different crocodiles. They putting their arms up.
He
waving them. Hey, come here.
That's smart.
Hey, you see me?
I know you seen that video last 2 weeks ago when the white man tried to save the shark.
And the shark turned around and bit him.
The shark took him out. The shark killed him.
Yep.
No, I ain't see that.
The shark took him under. They never seen him again.
Yeah, he was trying to pull him back off the dock, off the pier right there.
Yeah.
And he got him back right there to the end of the dock. And that thing, the shark turned around and bit him and took him with him.
Leave them animals alone, man.
Leave any of nature alone. When it's their house, I don't belong there. Just like somebody don't belong in my house. And you go looking for stuff like that, you gonna get what you want. You gonna get what you ask for. I don't mess with none of that foolishness.
Nah.
Would you go put your arm in that hole and let the catfish bite your hand?
I ain't doing nothing like that, brother. I enjoy my body parts too much to do anything that I'm going foolishly.
I don't know, man. How that face look like you didn't really care too much.
Hey, brother, that's it. That's the plight of a working man.
That is you're right. I give you that one.
But doing stuff like that where it's rolling the dice, nah. I ain't messing with no bears. I ain't messing with I ain't even messing with bees. I ain't finna go there and poke a nest and do silly stuff like that. I don't understand what people get into. I ain't putting no stingray on my back. I'm not swimming with sharks. I ain't doing that. Now, if you put me in that cage and it's enticing me that, oh yeah, I'll pay you 10 grand to sit in the cage for whatever amount of time and 10 sharks coming up there bumping it. Yeah, I'm good. I'll try that.
So you think you can stay? So could you stay in the wilderness for 4 days without no cell phone for $5,000?
If that's the only thing. I mean, if I could live in a house.
Think happened though.
What you mean? Think it happened?
Like you just got your little tent, no flashlight, no cell phone. You gotta be out there 4 nights.
Oh, you mean I gotta be out in the elements? I ain't in no house.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
No, that ain't crazy. That just wouldn't be me. That wouldn't be me. I know somebody. I got some buddies of mine that they like camping in when it get freezing weather.
No.
Hey, boy, the way Trump going at it, boy, we might be all out in the woods.
You ain't lying. That's the gangster. We ain't gonna use the white bathrooms no more.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. Let's matter of fact, let's get into one of our main subjects for tonight.
You're tuned in to the one and only, the Strategize Network, TSN.
Because there are a lot of articles and a lot of media reports out and a lot of people that try to make it seem as if I do not love my son or that I am against the LGBTQ community. I am not against the LGBTQ community. I have plenty of friends. I'm sure you all know Kellen Derrick. Ask Kellen Derrick who helped him start his business in his basement, in his kitchen. That was me. I got plenty of friends in the community. A lot of people try to compare my son to Shauna. When I met Shauna told me her name was Shauna. I ain't never been in Shauna pants. Shauna is my friend. Shauna is not my son. What Shauna does not impact my life. I am a mother. If there is a disorder or if there is whatever it is that my son wants to identify with that leads him to believe that he is a woman, and if that as a mother, I have a right to protect my lifeline and my bloodline. Now you can roll your eyes in the back of your head all you want, but I have the right
I'm not rolling
to protect I'm not talking to you two, sir. I'm talking to Miss Blue over here.
I wasn't rolling my eyes at all.
As a mother, I don't have to agree, but it's not hate. It's not, and you also have to understand.
Now, just to give a little background before it gets too deep into it, this woman has been smeared by Jason Lee, the guy in the middle who has his own platform and is openly gay, and he's bashing this woman because she has a son that has changed his gender, but yet she has acquaintances of the other persuasion, and she treats them differently than supposedly her own son who's transitioned. I think there's a lot of different issues involved in that, but we'll get to that in just a minute. But that's just a little bit of the background. Let's get back to the video.
This is what
you also have to understand.
But this is what your child said about your relationship with the gay community, because they did say exactly what you just said. So I want to make sure to validate what you said. But this is what JB said on the show about your relationship.
I saw it.
Y'all want to hear something crazy? Angela actually has a lot of gay and trans friends. Believe it or not. Angela has a lot of gay and trans friends. She has a lot of gay and trans friends. She just did an interview the other day with Shauna Brooks. Do you guys know who Shauna is?
Yes.
Trans girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So trans girl, she respects her pronouns. She respects.
Oh, get out of here! Are you serious?
Yeah. She respects her pronouns. She used to do.
She responds to Shauna as a she.
Yes.
Filing your tax return is different on freetaxusa.com. First off, there are no extra fees for premium or self-employed tax because the federal return.
So my question is, why would you do that with Shauna but not your own child? Is it because
I
you're
did not give birth to Shauna. I didn't give birth to Shauna. You can't compare Shauna to my son. Shauna didn't come out my body. I didn't raise Shauna. I knew my son had a penis before he did. What you all are asking me to do as a mother, you're asking me to lie to myself about who I know my son is. Now, he's...
As you can continue to follow this story, it does get a little bit tricky. She does have, she's stepping on both sides of the fence. She's condemning it, but she's also participating. I guess more the big subject for me, because at the beginning I was more intrigued that she was a female that was not condoning a black female like that was not condoning the sex change of her son when that's not a common thing that we hear. Can we say that? I mean, as many of, unfortunately, in our community, that I think that you'll see more black women being more acceptive to this than black men. So, but for her to have a child, that she's saying that she can have friends that are of that community, but it doesn't change her perspective on how she parents. I think that's loaded. Where do you begin to dissect that? Frank Nick, what you got, brother?
Well, like you said, that is an anomaly in the black community, especially amongst black women, because we know how much they love their gays. They got a gay hairstylist, the gay best friend, this and that. So, it is refreshing, in my opinion, to see a black woman standing against, this LGBTQ movement and how it's affecting our community, especially amongst our young black men. So for her to go against this flaming dude, Jason Lee, that really does warm my soul. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm glad that she's speaking out against it. I'm ecstatic that she's not standing for that. She's going to address her son as her son and not calling him and acquiescing to whatever it is, this illusion. Like they say, okay, you can be. I'm for everybody being happy, and whatever makes you happy is what makes you happy. If it's a delusion that you want to live in, thinking that you as a man can be a woman, that's your delusion. That doesn't mean that me or society has to participate in it.
Does it water it down by this same person addressing people of that community as friends? Because I mean, is it okay to still befriend people from that community when you don't condone it in your own house?
I mean, family is family. I'm never going to disown my family, whatever they choose to do with their life. But that doesn't mean I need to participate in it. If I'm growing up, you throwing a football, now all of a sudden you want to be a ballerina, and call yourself, Tutu Ashante, that ain't got nothing to do with me. For real. I'm not gonna call you like what Eddie Murphy said, coming to America. His mama named him Cassius, I'm gonna call him Cassius.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Made some good points in there. Forever, what you got, brother?
Same thing you said, man. I mean, sometimes you gotta stick to what you know. I mean, it seems like the mama's sticking to what she knows. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these mothers are just trying stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why the world's going the way it's going. A lot of people just trying stuff instead of doing what their grandmas used to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just creating stuff. You know what I'm saying? Expecting everybody else just to get along with it. You know what I'm saying? So You know, same thing. You know, my boy said, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta stick to what you know. And I'm glad she held it down. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really fold. You know, you standing against three people against one. She could have easily said, you know what, y'all right, and I was wrong, and she stood on what she believed. You know, sometimes, you know, when people stand on what they believe, all you gotta do is salute them. You know, I salute it. You know, right.
But let a little bit more play, and then we'll get to Slim Cats.
Beautiful. He has an awesome personality. He's intelligent. I love him. I just do not agree with the confusion. Again, I'm his mother. Now you all don't have to agree with me, but that's my child. Did your mother agree with everything y'all did?
I know Damage has a question, and I want to be clear, Angela. I don't want to fight with you. I'm not here to force you to understand or believe anything. What I'm trying to do, and so if I can just ask, if we can try to all bring it down a little bit so we can get to a place where we can both talk and hear each other, right? I'm not going to attack you for being a gay man who believes that anybody who identifies however they identify should be respected as such, because that's what I believe. Now, I want to get to the heart of what the reason is why you refuse to accept your child's pronouns. Hold on. And I'm trying to understand, is it because you're a mother who's trying to hold on to the identity they want for their child and not embrace who they see themselves to be? Is it ignorance? Is it just what? I don't know what it is. That's why we're here to have this conversation. And
I'm a mother. I'm a mother that knows exactly what she gave birth to. I gave birth to a man child. If my man child decides, right, and we can talk about science, because I know girlfriend got a hell of a degree over there. We can talk about science, and we can talk about what's facts. And what's facts is, even once you go all the way through with the transition, because I do have plenty of friends that are in the movement, you still have that realization that you are not a biological female. So as a parent, what I'm saying is, son, hold on. Just like you said, Jason, you said when you was younger, you had been with women, like you gave yourself time to figure out what it was that you wanted. My son is only 19 years old. If you decide to make this decision, this is not the time. You are too young. I don't think that he is lived long enough to make this type of life-changing decision. And as a mother, I have the right to say, son, I love you, but no, I don't agree with this lifestyle. Son, yes, I accept you, absolutely, Javian, but I don't accept Boom Quisha. Maybe I don't like Boom Quisha. Maybe she got a nasty attitude. Maybe she's disrespectful. But what you all don't have a right to do.
My family stayed out of my business during my experience, though, on my journey. That was the difference. My family didn't interject or disrespect my choices. They supported me. They asked people in the family to stay out of my business. They allowed me to grow into who I am.
I'm still here, brother.
Never disrespected my choices of sexuality.
Because your family was like that, is our family supposed to be like that? So because your mother didn't care whether or not you would castrate yourself, does that mean I'm not supposed to care about my son dismembering his body?
My mother was
castrate yourself.
Meat. So she was
like a doggone pig.
So both of you had your own challenges.
Yeah, I never smoked crack.
But I'm sure.
Yeah, I got money.
My mother smoked crack. My mother did heroin. She did all that, but she also birthed
That's your mama,
she
fool.
birthed me and brought me into
Right.
a place that allowed me to figure out who I was. And I'm not saying that you're a good mother or a bad mother, because I'm not here to cast judgment on you. I've never cast a judgment on any guest that's been on the show. What I'm
That's
trying
what
to
the problem
understand.
is. Your mama was a crackhead.
That's what messed him up.
Messed him up.
Uncle got into him.
Crackheads and now busting him down
No, Uncle ain't got into him.
for a 20.
So I was trying to let it play more, just to let the plot, because the plot thickens, and similar to Dwayne Wade, we know how early that they gave his son the ability to choose a direction that a child shouldn't be changing their decisions yet. I mean, this is not everybody's reality where they got the money to go do a sex change and do all of that. Most of them, they don't really go all the way through with it at the time because they ain't got the resources to do it. and they ain't scared to be around there looking like a man with a beard with a dress on. It brings too much attention. So I don't know. You know, this right here, I totally agree with as far as her perspective as this being a minor. You know, you mean, yeah, you now turning 19. You still a child though. Like, I don't know, you know, I mean, of course, I ain't got the ability to stop him at that age. But that behavior has to come from somewhere. And I know she didn't just see this at the last minute before he decided to make that leap like that. So I'm kind of wondering what was the stuff that led to that. But as far as her not wanting to address her son as what, again, like what Frank Nick said, a delusion, just because that's what you choose. You know, that's just like somebody telling me to call him a nickname that I wouldn't agree with. I ain't finna call no man Juicy. Oh yeah, that was this way. My nickname is Juicy. I'm finna start calling you that. That ain't finna happen, brother. So it sounds just as foolish to be saying that. You know, I ain't finna be calling you. I ain't calling Stanley Stacy now because he decided he wanted to change something. That's just not. I ain't finna do that. But we ain't even finna be around each other for me to have to be wrestling with that idea. You want that confidence or whatever? I'm probably not gonna be. I'm not even no probably. I'm not your support team. So respect you as a person, but because you want to be another name that I know you not to be, I don't even know how to begin that. Just like I don't know how a parent can change her sex after having their children. And then I've seen these women that have turned into saying they want to be a man now. They want their kids to adopt this new name now. Oh, I don't want to be your mama no more. I want you to call me daddy.
Oh
my God.
You could wait on that one. That would never happen. I feel for somebody trying to show support at the same time, but not wanting to be a part of the delusion. It's weird, to say the least. But the last thing, man, for this subject is just, I gotta look out for men because I'm a man. Then to be a father of sons, trying to show respect, accepting is not the same as agreeing. So there's a lot of things that we have to accept. But in your own household, that's where you draw the line at. When out in public, I'm at McDonald's, even though I don't go to McDonald's. But if I was at McDonald's and that was going on, am I going gay bash or say something disrespectful? No, that's your space. But don't ask me to take a survey about whether I agree with your lifestyle, or don't try to be too outward to try to make it impose in me to not have to be comfortable with something that should be kept in your space. You doing too much to where that's just like me walking around butt naked with my penis hanging out. That's just not appropriate. It's just not appropriate. It's mine. Why is it everybody else's business? And that's the same thing for that. Why is that everybody else's business? That's something you want. That's you. That's something that you need to do in your own personal space. That's how I address that. What I say wrong, Slim Cat?
Nah, it ain't nothing, man.
Oh my God.
Everything y'all saying, man. That's good. That's a good clip, though. It's funny how they try to force their views on you. They only see it one way. You know. You know. You know. You know. You know. You know.
It is unfortunate, just like the city girls getting the street named after them down there in MIA, yo.
What forever at? Forever with the street?
You say what now?
I'm right here. I'm still right here.
Oh, there you go. I like my forever cool dude, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my dog there. He I don't know why he ain't dropped this single yet. He got a new single with Jazzy Faye.
He got jokes.
No, for real. He had Jazzy Faye do a track for him. He told me he was gonna send me the song, but he been playing. Guess he got to get it clear. Got to get the copyrights cleared or something. What's happening with that, Forever?
Hey, man,
Oh my God!
Yeah, what Jazzy say?
When we gonna hear the track, bro?
Hey, whenever you take a picture with your little brother Tory Lane.
This dude, if you know anything about Tallahassee, this dude he's at every karaoke night at the Moon.
No
This
way,
dude be singing. He sing the ones that you really gotta sing. Like he sing the Johnny Gill songs, the Luther Vandross. I mean, bro, I swear I be seeing the videos. Bro be having the fit on. Bro be having the shoes, the no socks on. Bro be having the shoes with no socks on. Bro be up there. Well, I swear he be tearing it down, bro. Say it forever. Tell me I'm lying.
Hey, you ain't telling the truth.
I'ma get the video now. You know all I gotta do is holler at Joe. Come on, bro. Go ahead and hit us with an acapella real fast, bro.
Hey, single coming soon, man. I'm drinking a little bit of the Douce right now. Just know the single coming soon, baby.
Champion of the world.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the champ, George Foreman, I believe.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, George. Is the Rock still here? The Rock.
What up?
And they playing that boy 804 what's the 804 trade? What's his name?
803 Fred.
They playing him down here on the radio down here in Tampa, Florida. They playing him every 30 minutes. He took off.
Yeah, he gone, man. Yeah, he out of here.
He gone. I said, Lord, he took off quick.
That nigga gone. I just text my boy earlier. Let me see where they at right now. They
That boy gone, boy. It sounds better on the radio.
Oh, I know why they playing it like that. Yeah, they down in Myrtle Beach shit.
Oh, okay. This makes sense. I said, boy, I said, where them fans? Hold on, this can't be the radio. I said, them man took off. They got a little swag going on with that trail ride. That's like a little movement. It's good.
Man, trail ride. The next freak meet, bro.
Mm-hmm. So the trail ride is based off of what? It's just muddy and stuff? What is the trail ride?
Getting out there being an old country cowboy, man. Getting out there getting muddy. Just enjoying yourself, man. Ain't nobody out there trying to wear no Jordans and all that, bro. We out there getting muddy and bonfires and drinking, having a good time, enjoying one another, riding on them side by sides, all that stuff, man.
So is this something been going on for like years, or this is some new stuff?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's been trail riding for years.
But now it's getting commercial.
Yeah, then somebody might make a song.
About it.
Yeah, somebody start make a song about it, then it get commercialized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what these big artists like Jeter Jones, like I said, 803 Fresh and Country Boy P.
So what's the other guy? Is he the Godfather? The other guy, he from South Carolina too. The one monkey don't stop no.
Yeah, and King George and all them. See, they make a good hit.
He from South Carolina, or he from well?
I don't know where them boys be from, bro. They just be. I might blow past them.
Yeah.
when we be doing shows and stuff.
That's
So,
crazy.
hmm
They doing their thing though. That live music, a little laid back, that little blues line music, whatever you want to call it. It's swaggy. It's different for me. I like it.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
like that.
And
That's
I
a
love the
good
coordination of all our people starting to get together and put the violence down and start
Yeah.
dancing. So you know,
Big facts.
it was a time back in the 60s and the 70s. If you go back and look, our people, all we did was have house parties and dance
Have a
and
good
enjoy
time.
one. And the economy was better because we was all a unit. And like you saying, this segregation thing, it's gonna be better than what they think. All this ain't gonna do but keep trail riding and piling up together and unifying. They already walking across the bridge and down the Selma doing their thing. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a marvelous thing.
It's gonna be nice, man. I'm gonna give me some camo, but I said I don't want to seem fake though. I said I don't want to
Right.
be fake. That's if I ain't been with the trend, I can't jump on the trend. But I enjoy the music. All the clips I see, everybody having a good old time, man, doing a little dance.
See you know, I was telling a little joke the other day. You know, I ain't racist at all. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of white people, Latinos, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, all kind of friends. You hear me? But I was just telling the joke the other day. You can't go back to these days no more. It's gonna be so much rebellion that come with stupid stuff like this right here. You know, talking about going to the next room to use the restroom. You gonna see people step up, and I hate for it to be like that. They gonna pretty much change the game back. It's gonna be like us being the bullies. You know what I'm saying? I hate for them to be trying to do that because they know they're not gonna. You're not gonna corner a dog and think that he ain't gonna bite you.
That's right.
So now that this question is on the platform, what do y'all think this is meaning for America? I read a little bit of into the story of NPR, but after a recent change by the Trump administration, the federal government no longer explicitly prohibits contractors from having segregated restaurants with waiting rooms and drinking fountains.
That's crazy. I just don't understand what's the purpose of changing it. What's
Right.
the benefit? Can somebody tell me what the benefit might be?
All right, because it's gonna be hard. Check this out. They were gonna make it stupid right here. Check this out. They're gonna be in a restaurant eating, and it's gonna be a white family in there eating, and their daughter gonna have a mixed baby, and they're gonna get ready to take the baby up there to get something to drink. They're gonna have to take the baby to the white water fountain. Then the mama got to walk over there and drink out the white water fountain.
Oh my goodness, boy, you threw a curveball there, boy.
That's a fact. He ain't lying though.
That is not gonna work, bro.
That ain't.
How that woman gonna feel treating her child like that? How that family gonna feel looking at their grandbaby be treated like that?
That's crazy.
Big Frank, what you think, brother? What you think about what Ciroc, if in that situation in particular, of what Ciroc was talking about?
What'd you say, bro?
I said, what do you feel about Ciroc's comment? That if that situation, or when that type of situation arises, how do you feel like that'll be handled? Ciroc, repeat again the dynamics of the situation.
Oh, I said, I was just saying, I was wondering how they gonna feel. It's gonna be a white family at a restaurant. They gonna be eating with their daughter, which is gonna have a mixed baby, and in that restaurant is gonna be two different fountains. It's gonna be a white fountain. It's gonna be a black fountain. She gonna take her daughter to get something to drink at the black fountain, and then she got to walk down on the other end and get her something to drink at the white fountain. How you think the family gonna feel about that? How she gonna feel about doing her child like that?
Like that, making no choices.
I think these days. I think the water fountain thing, unless you in the gym, is a little bit more outdated. But the restroom is where Is
Yeah,
is that is that white parent gonna take they mixed baby into what where would they be able to take them? Would they
Right.
because
She walk in there
one
with her?
man can she go in there with her or this little 5-year-old 4-year-old going in there by themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
tough.
I don't know.
That's
some of
tough.
the grandparents, don't like the baby anyway. They ain't like the baby daddy. You know, a lot of that anyway.
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt about that.
Some of
Ain't
that
no doubt about that.
play anyway. They ain't want that. They ain't want they granddaughter or their family member to be with
With
that
that
boy.
black in.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You
Yep.
know,
Yeah, you right. But
I'm
I just want to
saying.
see what direction this is finna go, because them are life changing choices. Because when she step over that boundary to take her child in there, she's saying that she's not abiding by the law. Now, what are the consequences that come with her walking in there with her child into that bathroom?
Exactly.
What are the consequences of me walking into the white man bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
Then
basically
what
saying
happens
that
to if one of those restrooms are out of order?
And that's more. You hit the nail on the head. Then I got to go in there.
So
You was finna say something, Big Frank. What you had, brother?
no, I was just gonna say we basically saying it's about to be a race war.
Yeah.
I'm ready
That's
for
what
it.
he's setting it up for.
But I also think they're doing a lot of this stuff. They might think you'll be a fool to actually do this on your own as a business. So I feel like he's doing some little slick stuff that he just to prove that he's gonna get rid of the Department of Education. He's switching it all up.
But
That's gonna hurt a lot of the slow kids and kids in ESD and all that. So I'm
So
thinking
how-
he's doing, huh?
So how many companies right now that you think we done heard of? I think what it was, Targets or somebody that said that they was gonna go with that type of policy.
Yeah.
So how many companies and restaurants you think really gonna jump on this and change up whether or not we come and shop with them, how they business thrives, how they market in certain neighborhoods? Certain people ain't gonna go for it, but
Yeah, because they don't want to lose the
because they don't want to lose that money because they thriving in our neighborhood.
Yeah, because you're right. Because that law Trump not gonna help that company. If you that company and go on the risk and say whites got to do this and blacks got this, Trump can't say that company if people don't want to go there to eat no more.
That's right. Right. You can't say that kind.
We know the places that it ain't finna happen. I can tell you the names right now. It ain't gonna happen at Dollar General. It's them in every hood. So
Right.
then unless all they gonna have is a black restroom. You ain't gonna see it at McDonald's, Burger King,
Popeyes,
Checkers, churches.
Yep. Captain
You
Lee.
ain't gonna see it at Target either.
Bojangles.
They ain't gonna see it at Target neither.
They already tried that with Target. You don't know if y'all heard, but black people boycotting Target and they lost billions.
Yeah. That's
Lost
right.
billions of dollars. So
that's a fact.
That's a thing that I'm proud of, that we are standing on business as a collective and choosing not to spend our money at these companies that are trying to get rid of the DEI and that's trying to get rid of or trying to incorporate these laws that Trump trying to put in place. And I mean, I can be a man of reflection and say that, yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong for what I thought Trump was going to represent when it came to America, because I thought it was all going to be about immigration and, just bringing America back to what the forefathers instilled in us. Not saying that they had black people in mind, but saying that they had people in mind, the citizens of America. And it's turning out to be the opposite of what they're trying to do. So he's really trying to make America great again. And then there was somebody who had a quote that said, okay, you trying to make America great again. When was America great?
Great. It wasn't great.
It wasn't. It wasn't. When in the times they talking about is when we were slaves.
That's
We
right.
were slaves picking cotton, and they was able to
Facts.
thrive off our backs. So that was
That's
the
a
only
fact.
time that America was great
Great.
based upon
That's a fact.
their philosophy. And
That's
so
right.
they Target tried to pull that crap, and you see
It
what happened. They
backfired.
done lost billions of dollars just in this
Can't get
first
it back.
quarter. They lost billions of dollars, and black people are celebrating all over the country because of that. And I'm proud of that. And I hope that we continue to stand on business because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I find ironic? Everything he said. Remember when before he ran for president, he talked about he don't know nothing about Project 25, but slowly but surely, everything in that Project 25 is coming to the light.
Oh yeah, that boy got a
That's a
project
fact.
And that's the
26.
crazy thing about it. He out there like a fool. All that stuff is piece by piece is unveiling. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we dealing with our very own dictator right here.
Yeah, we is. This ain't last hurrah though. They figured this ain't last chance to get it right. They're
Bruh,
trying to set it back for about 50, 40 years.
all that. See, what he trying to do is he trying to show you that when you dig into my pocket, I show you how to dig into y'all's. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact. That's good. You said it better than what I was trying to say. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
You are not gonna be looking at what I do and trying to indict me. And then once I get president, I'm gonna show you all y'all federal work. It's too many of y'all. Y'all looking into all this big business. Y'all ain't got no business looking into. I need y'all got extra jobs y'all don't need. Y'all getting paid. We need to downsize y'all a little bit
And I hate that though.
so we can scheme around a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then we need to break down some of this money. $6.5 million floating around here. Million people floating around here with money that don't even exist. 200,000 on Social Security that don't even exist. Man, come on, bro. Money being our country is steady. Check this out. Our country is stealing from ourselves and putting us into in the debt. We gonna mess around and the federal government gonna capitalize on the whole thing. And all they're gonna do is corrupt the whole system and everything gonna crumble. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna crumble.
Well, you know, Ciroc, what's scary about it is what you gonna do about it. That's the scariest thing in this world. What can you do about it?
Ain't nothing you can do about it. Sit back and ride the wave.
Sit back and nothing. That's what I'm saying. So we gotta be able to come together as black people and you know the things that y'all doing out there in Alabama. You know, having these black businesses throwing these events, etc. We got to take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? We got to come together not only for fun times, but when it's time to handle business. Let's buy some land. Let's start putting properties on that land. Let's start building some infrastructure. Let's start showing people how to hunt, how to raise farm animals, how to cultivate gardens, how to do all that, man. Because I'm telling you, them boys, they trying to put a stronghold on that food resource because that's what's gonna kill everybody. If you ain't got nothing to eat, what you gonna do?
Find a good co-op. Find some place where they ain't messing niggas. Me and wifey just talked about it. We finally finna start playing games. We got this chicken house back there, and we finally finna start using it before the end of this year.
Smart man.
Man, I was looking at that same thing, man. I was on Amazon and I was like, man, I didn't know that you can just order like your own very own chicken house thing to go out back there already built for you. And I'm like, that would be the way to go organic, like, you know. Then they had a little heater thing for them and all that. I said that would be a good way.
We just bought a big wholesale worth of seeds. So we're gonna we bought four troughs that we finna connect together to start growing even more than what we have now. So we got 4 that'll give us 8. So we really trying to eat off what we grow this year, which we did last year, but we got a nice head count in our house. So now we want to be able to double that And just getting prepared, man. You know, still gonna have to go to the store to get stuff, but the closer that we get to really figuring this out, because it ain't just as simple as just putting that seed in the ground and water it. It's certain things that grow better at certain times of year. You only know it by having that experience. You know, I didn't realize that growing greens and cabbage, that they thrive better during the winter. And so I was growing it during the summertime and the leaves was getting ate up. So just simple stuff like that. And when you dependent on it and you don't know, and YouTube will teach you a lot of things, but it don't teach you. It can't teach you how to be consistent through this and get it from the rooter to the tutor. You put it in the ground, you still got to tend it. You still got to. And so it just come with experience, and we choose not to entertain stuff like that. We just take the easy route, and that's what's gonna hurt. Just like when COVID happened and stuff like that. I guarantee people who were still living this type of lifestyle, which there's many that's been living this way. I guarantee they wasn't affected as much when COVID happened because they already are self-dependent. We're not. Something like that comes around, the store shut down, we in trouble. If a store shut down today, I got 3 deep freezers. It's only so long that's gonna last.
Yeah. Facts. That's a fact, bro.
Big thing is water. You can't live without water, and you can't just go buy bottled water. Let's say the store, where you gonna get that? And then they contaminating the water that comes through the sink. I mean, you can have a pure filter all you want. That ain't gonna take out certain contaminants.
Nope. You on point. You doing the right thing, though.
So that's the only thing I got to figure out. Maybe I need to get well water on it, but I just don't like that smell.
Yeah, well water would be best, and then you can have a filter on that, because drinking that city water, I don't care how clear that water may look to you. It's dirty. It's all outdoors. You know what I mean? And they throw enough agents in it and adjectives in it, just like a swimming pool, in order to clear it up. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't take that not it just cleared it up. See, that's just like putting dye in water. You know what I'm saying? And then it Clorox on grease or something. It's gonna just spread it out and clear it up. See, that's all it do, but it's still grease in there. It didn't destroy the grease. So you still putting them chemicals. You putting the dirty water in you, and the chemicals that it took to clear the water up in you.
I mean, they used to put birth control agents in the water, and that's why the Planned Parenthoods was readily accessible in these neighborhoods, because the goal was to be able to have population control. And then when these families are coming in saying we can't get pregnant, and then the government act like they don't know why. Yeah, they know why. No, yeah, we've been putting this agent in your water, so now we can pick and choose who we give the reverse birth control to start having babies.
Yep.
But
yeah, some of them so fertile though, they could have put 2 or 3 extra drops in there and still wouldn't stop them.
Man, this is a fully loaded question here, man, and it just. I think how I pitched it in the get-go was just, what is the future for us with legislation like this happening? And I heard y'all say it, maybe Frank Nitt said it was just, that it's causing us to really have to take a look at ourselves and see how independent we really are. How much are we really dependent on government subsidies and things that's going to, all these resources that we need to take care of our family. And food is the major one. I guarantee you, if it was to happen right now, every one of us on this line would be in trouble. So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do? We having problems with China. We got plenty of our food that's been coming from there. Just like Ciroc just told me earlier, like his son like chocolate milk. And like you start to notice the things that ain't in the store no more. But if it ain't something that really matters to you, you ain't gonna really notice. But it's gonna start to limit our choices. I mean, for him, it's chocolate milk. Next week for us, it could be eggs.
Mm-hmm.
That's true too.
You're right. And it is egg for real. And
Yeah, it is it.
but you ain't gotta worry about no chicken. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Hold up for a minute.
Oh my God.
You're gonna never have to worry about not eating no bird. I got a company that's gonna keep them coming. You hear me? They're gonna be coming. Y'all can eat all the chicken you want. I'm telling you. I don't know how we growing so much chicken, but it's plenty of chicken on earth for y'all.
That's a fact.
That's a
Good
fact.
deal.
I'm telling you now. I want you to think about all the different restaurants in the world that's serving chicken, and they don't never run out.
No.
Never.
Yeah, that chicken made in the lab. That ain't free range chicken. That chicken made in the lab.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And then all these food trucks going around now,
I'm trying to tell you, it don't matter. They ain't got to come off a farm yard. It don't matter what company you talking about in the world.
They got farms in New York. I don't know if y'all know that or not. I'm talking, and when I say New York, I ain't talking about the outskirts. I'm talking about New York City. They have buildings that look like a Walmart, and they are growing these particular vegetables, these poultry.
That's right.
They growing it all out of a petri dish.
That's right. You got it's like a big giant incubator for real.
Facts. Wow. That's a good way to put it. A big old incubator.
Yep. I seen that too, and they producing just like a garden would out in the country.
Yeah, like a regular farm.
Farm.
It's 3,000 to 4,000 square feet. And they got that thing with nothing but they growing that thing right out of a petri dish. They drop a couple of droplets in the pan, and they let it incubate, and they'll go ahead and produce whatever it is that they dropped in the pan, whether it be corn, whether it be beets, turnips, whatever it is, and it's gonna come out just like that.
That's why they talking about some of our food looks so fake. Now, when you dealing with genetic cloning, you don't get the same type of material every time.
Facts.
So you might get something that looks similar to it. That's why you don't wing out all the seeds out of the plants, because you done.
Good point. What? Good point. You eating food without no seeds. It ain't real food.
It ain't real food.
That's a fact.
It ain't real food.
I'm gonna tell you one that people slip on that for me, I like avocados, and you can notice that when the prices of those change dramatically, you can tell something happened, because most of them come from California for us over here. So I started to see this strand that the doggone thing never got ripe. Like I put it in a paper bag, put it in the dark, everything that you could do the same way that we have to make a mango get ripe. It's the same strategy for an avocado. And I literally was finding these avocados that was coming out of, and they were sitting in my house for 2 weeks. And then finally the skin started to turn black, but yet the inside was still like a potato. It wasn't ripened, and so I know those got to be cloned. No, it got to be, because mangoes just don't have. I mean, avocados don't have a shelf life like that.
Right. Only thing they need to do in the store now is put clone or real on it. They need to give you a choice what you want to eat. Cause people are waking up to this foolishness, because you see it on TikTok and all that, but people think it's a game. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got seeds in a plant, when have you ever ate an apple that ain't got seeds in it? I ate an apple the other day, didn't have no seeds in it.
But you got things that's been normalized, like grapes. Because you'll even see seedless grapes. People they eat them up. Even myself, I've gotten them out the grocery store a few times.
Right.
So some of those things have been normalized now that we don't even think about it.
Yep, that's right. Because Cause they get the mass production of everything has just overwhelmed society, and the money of everything is done overwhelmed because more I can produce, the more money I can make. So greed done took over too.
Big facts. Big facts. Man, it's been some good topics going on here tonight, man. I shout out to all the fellas that's been in the building. Shout out to Forever in the Moon singing.
Y'all know, man. Yes, sir.
And shout out to my partner, Ciroc, aka 3 Chains.
Yes,
Shout out to Frank Nitt with the music hits. And shout out to KT with the trending topics.
Free baby, free yellow bees. Still everybody, free everybody, man.
And of course, even though he ain't in the building now, shout out to Deacon Weezo. But if you, I'm gonna, like always, lead out with a prayer for all y'all fellas, man. And after that, we sign out. Father, thank you because you have loved us, and I praise you for that. You have chosen and adopted us to be your beloved children. I thank you for that. You have made us new creations. I don't know how to praise you enough, but you have forgiven us of our sin. Help us to never stop praising you for that. Open our eyes fully to who we are in you. In your name, amen. All right, my fellas, I salute you. Like always, it's Friday night on the Strategize Network, the Hollywood Red Show. Till next week, salute.
Yo.
Fellas.
Yes, sir. Turn up. Woo. Woo. There you go, man.
On TSN, the Strategize Network. We're out of here right now. Till next time, this is a Hollywood Red Show on TSN, the Strategize Network. We're out of here right now.
I don't know what you're doing. We strategizing today. Welcome to the network. This that Hollywood Red Show. You know it. This that Hollywood Red Show. What you doing? Tune in. Where you going? Tune in. Okay. This that Hollywood Red Show. This that Hollywood Red Show.
You're tuned in to the one and only